friends in attendance, and the hundreds listening around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to podcast.
Dude, that is good. That is really strong. And you would have really enjoyed it more if you had the speakers on.
I bet I would. It was good from over here even.
Was it?
When did you just pick that up?
I mean, that's from Michael Buffer.
I know. Who's it from?
Yeah, no, I just...
No, I mean, did you
It's
just...
not Bruce Buffer. Well,
Did you
it's the
practice
radio
that?
one.
No, I just...
He sits around at home every night. He's got a special pair of headphones. We play Xbox, and every time we get ready to start a match, he does Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Not really.
Damn.
You should.
Rennie is the man.
1, 2. Shit, that's hot. Am I hot to you guys? Does this sound really loud?
That's what we were saying when we did the podcast. Hey,
Who's
Eric,
fucking
can you
with
please
stuff?
turn this down? Can you please turn this down? We was telling you
I
that.
kind of like mine, though. I like mine being a little louder. I like hearing because I'm fucking deaf.
What's that? Is that okay still? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
I'm
That sounds
still
better.
the same, yes.
How do you sound, Eric? 1, 2.
I sound good.
Sounds good to you?
A little bit low,
yeah,
but
he
yeah.
sounds
I don't
great.
sound too bad at all, man. Rennie's a man.
Did you pee the bed? Why so early? Wow, why so early? It's a good story. It's a good story. Our buddy the Ocho Man wanted to do a show with us today, and he was in their studio anyway, recorded at 10:30. So we figured, fuck it, let's piggyback, have Ocho on the show, and just go
I was
a little early.
was on Ocho's show also, so
Yeah,
there's that.
check that out, OchoMan.com.
And Ocho Man Behind the Eight Ball.
Yeah,
.com.
behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
.com. Everything's .com. Podcast.com, T.com, computers.com.
I remember this fucking, it was a car commercial. And I don't do that .com. Fuck, you don't. Now everyone's doing the .com, baby.
It does seem to be a station. .gg, though, man. That's the new one there.
Anyway.
Look, Victor Sanchez says, Ocho Man.
Sure is.
Yeah, cool. Victor
this shit
Sanchez.
flickering? Is it just
Victor Sanchez. Is he because I know Victor Sanchez. It's not that fucking Victor Sanchez.
It might be.
Huh?
It might be.
You don't know that.
The Victor Sanchez I know is a jockey at Fairmont Park.
He might
that
be
I'm
a
pretty
jockey.
good friends with. Huh?
He might be that same jockey. I don't know.
Oh, he may not be.
He may not.
I mean, that's a real common Mexican name there. Victor Sanchez.
I don't know. It seems kind of made up.
You think it's made up?
I'm just fucking with you.
Because you guys got that conspiracy fucking show. Anything you guys say, I buy into.
Mr.
Yeah.
Roll Tide says, Ocho in the house.
We take advantage of that whole, you'll believe anything we say.
Well, it's good to be on the show.
And somebody been fucking with the knobs and levers and stuff in here.
Yeah, you're just going up and down.
There
dude.
we go. That's better.
Matter of fact, that's where Eric's at.
I didn't
on
touch
our
anything
last
yet.
show.
You son of a bitch.
Funk you.
Oh, the brothers. Now,
Funkin'.
if this was like a civil war and you guys had both different armies, all right, could you do him? I mean, could you kill your brother?
Ceasefire. Smoke a doobie. Talk about it later.
Perfect. How about you?
I'm killing him while he's rolling up the doobie.
Motherfucker.
I'm taking his
And
weed.
smoke the doobie I rolled up. Aha.
I'll smoke half now and the other half later.
Well, you got to wait till he
And I'll-
rolls it first.
I'll think of you as I'm, partaking.
Oh, man. Hockey. I think he said jockey.
He doesn't play hockey.
All right, that's not the
He
same,
didn't,
but
he
thanks,
didn't mean
Victor.
hockey. He meant jockey, like a horse rider.
How about them boys?
Yes.
What boys?
Oh, shut up. How about them boys? You starting shit, whoever, Mr.
He knows you're a Cowboys
yes.
fan.
Yes. Yeah, ripping on me.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome.
Fuck. Unreal.
They must listen to your show, Ocho.
Yeah, the pricks.
The bricks. So what you got to do is start going live on YouTube, man, because I bet you'd have an audience.
I think so, man.
I think
Why not?
so.
I did.
You just got to not be worried
Big
about
E.
having only 3 or 4 to start with or whatever. It'll grow.
Yeah, it grows.
Remember when we did those? You used to shoot the fucking film and everything. With
Oh, like
me.
your old like
Ocho
Ocho.com,
Man, yeah, Ocho Man, Ocho.com.
Those
and
are awesome.
and
I still watch those. They're still on YouTube.
And I'm fucking like, I'm totally like, oh, this is a good take. Fucking, who do you think? Big E in the background goes, let's do it again. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding. I thought that was a winner. He goes, nope. I seen that one point. And I know what he's talking about because I thought I recovered really well from that.
Right.
Not Big E, boy. Fucking like a hawk. and he's fucking pulling the plug on it, going, "Let's do it again."
Hey, it was always for the best.
So now,
Yes.
so now though, when we do our shows, we've never cut one time. We don't cut.
That's not true. On like our first or second shows, we had cuts.
No.
Way back Nick of Time days, yeah.
What, I say something stupid?
No, we were just both horrible.
Is that right?
Yeah, we were just real bad.
It's completely though.
I was listening to some of the Doomsday show from our first one today.
Rough.
The audio quality was poop.
Really?
We were in the other studio, I guess.
Yeah, that
No, we
other
didn't do it
studio
in the
plays
other
a
one.
role.
Yeah.
We didn't do it in the other one, did we?
Yeah. That's where we started.
Fucking that's your escape mechanism. What are you putting it down for? Yes, you were in the fucking closet.
I didn't know we did it in the other studio.
Sure
I thought we
did.
always did it in this one.
No, we didn't always have this one.
No,
This used to be his office.
Yeah, this used to be my office.
No
man.
shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
He had like one of the biggest offices.
I had a big office. I had the biggest fucking office.
What,
and
well, what happened? What'd you do?
Well, needed a
fucking
studio.
yeah.
You
I
need a
mean,
podcast
cool.
studio.
Our fucking GM, our owner comes in, and goes, "Yeah, we're gonna have to move you." I'm like, what? What the fuck did I do? And he goes, "Well, we're gonna make this a studio." I go, "Fuck, it is already. I watch Pornhub.com." Anyway,
Oh man, this should be a good one today, boys and girls.
I hope so. I feel like we've been shitting the bed lately.
Do you?
well,
so.
I'm the Cape Crusader, I guess you
Are
may
you?
say.
Oh, you got your good buddy in with you today.
Yes. As soon as I
That
learned,
greasy bastard.
nothing.
We'll go like give it 3 or 4 more minutes. We'll start the show.
I'm trying to get my
Oh yes.
shit situated here. Dun, 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 dun.
Lion face.
All right, so he's a Patriot fan, Mr. Roll Tide.
Pats. Ugh.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got nothing with the Pats.
Hey, they got Belichick, the best cheater ever.
Yeah, best cheater ever is goddamn that commissioner that always pulls the plug on my Cowboys. That's the guy. No, we're
That's the
just
guy.
both horrible.
He's talking about how we were saying we were horrible back when we started, and we were. We were.
Well, you know what? You guys
don't
have
get
got
better,
a
you
live
know.
audience. They love you. They love you. So you think this is the route to go for our Ocho Man?
I do.
Look at all these fans. I mean, they just jump right in there.
Today's a slow day too because we're on way early.
Yeah, we're on.
And I guess
we're
we
not
probably
at our
didn't. We
usual
probably
time.
didn't tell anybody. on
Oh,
the
you
group,
know
did we?
where he got the cowboy? Because of my fucking laptop. I didn't even see that. Why, you, Mr. Roll Tide. You must be Sherlock Holmes out there.
He did call you the Armenian Superman, though.
Right, where?
Right there.
Oh, that's right. Fucking A.
Fucking A.
I am the Armenian Superman.
He's hiding. There's all of our notes from last time.
Wait, that's our notes, isn't it? Fuck, all right. There's my cowboy emblem. Fuck it. Supreme lending.
Chicken Supreme.
Chicken Supreme.
Color Supreme.
That's the
Burrito
one thing
Supreme.
about it, boys. If you have a chance to get for a double Whopper or a Whopper or a Supreme to the, wouldn't you fucking always take the bigger route?
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily.
Why?
So I'm a guy I like sliders. So sliders are small amounts of burger on a little bit of bun.
Sliders are good.
Yeah, but they only
But you
give you
want to
like
eat 15.
3.
Yeah, but you got to eat 15 of them.
Yeah, I mean, think about perfect example. Actual sliders, White Castle. I prefer the singles to the doubles.
Yeah, agreed.
No, I don't agree. How do
Yeah.
we agree on that?
It's about the bun and everything. Yeah, I mean the double burger is almost like too much burger for it's a slider. It's small. I like it. I agree on that. Yeah.
I gotta disagree. I love more meat, more beef, less bun. That's what it's all about. And that stupid heartburn medicine. When you go on the aisle there, it says regular or extra strength. No, leave a little half-ass fucking heartburn still in there.
Yeah, nobody with like heartburn goes, yeah, give me the.
Give me a regular. I want the biggest fucking dosage they got to knock that shit out.
That'll probably be enough. I'll risk it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to go too extreme.
I mean, this isn't super bad heartburn. I mean, it's bad enough to take medicine. but-
Mr. Rolltide says just need Armand.
Now we can make that happen.
Oh, fuck.
Your long lost buddy.
I kicked him off my show.
Several times. I mean,
Yeah, I fuck.
Wouldn't that be a great reunion?
Fuck no.
Be like the boys coming back together again.
Mr. Roll Tide, he just drives me crazy, that Armand cat. I'll tell you right now.
He's probably in the other room watching right now going, fuck you.
I mean,
he probably is watching.
Yeah, he is.
Armand, you're welcome in here if you want to. I'll change this fucking thing right now and we'll go 4-man. I don't even care. Anyway.
Oh, really? Fuck, I'll do that right now. Fuck.
I hear a
gotta
pitter
give him
patter.
30
Let me put my
seconds,
wrestling shoes on.
I hear a pitter patter. No, I don't hear a pitter patter. All right, we'll go live 1 more minute. We'll give Armand a chance to run down the hallway if he's coming.
Yeah, someone call for me?
Yeah, you do a good Armand. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he's a
That's
great
one thing
guy,
around the
though.
office. Everybody's got an impersonation of you and Armand.
Me too?
Oh, everybody's got an Ocho Man impersonation.
Oh, fuck
Way
you.
more than they got of him.
No one does anything of me in there.
Not in front of you, no.
You
Come on, pal.
motherfuckers. You guys actually
Motherfuckers.
do that.
Of course we do that.
Everybody's got an Ocho impression when they're talking about you. Oh, yeah, I mean, come on.
I never
man.
knew that.
What? Yeah, I've heard it a lot
So
of
I'm the guy.
You're the
that
guy. Everybody
Wow.
everybody has an Ocho impersonation.
No kidding.
None at all. All right.
I'm kind of flattered.
I'm kind
We've
of
given it enough time. Let's go. You guys
Oh,
ready?
yeah.
I'm ready. Aaron Bruce, how you doing?
It's a 7 today. Let's get it on.
Mr. Roll Tide must listen to Armand's show because he said he talks about you almost daily. He must be an LMG dude, man. Mr. Roll Tide be hitting all the LMG shows.
He talks about... Creepy.
You're listening to Surreal Talk, a look inside the
song.
world of cults, conspiracies,
Well, that's second
and the
favorite.
paranormal.
Everything else is a tie. For first.
Something's not right, man. Something's not right. Something's bullshit here, and I don't believe it. It's true.
Honestly, this crazy shit could be completely possible.
Disclaimer, we reserve the right to be wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You think you know the whole story? Think again.
Now your hosts, Eric and Everett.
And we are live. Fuck you, I took it this time.
Oh, you son
Welcome
of
to
a
Surreal
bitch.
Talk,
Wow.
a lineupmedia.fm podcast. I'm Everett, as
Production.
always.
Yeah.
And with me is my sidekick
Oh, listen.
and very little brother, Eric.
Oh, my God. He's
Someone's got to be Tonto.
Oh, man. He's
It's always a Tonto. We've also got our good buddy Ocho Man from the Behind the Eight Ball podcast.
Dude, I am so happy to be here.
Nice.
awesome.
Great
I'm
to
not.
have you, buddy.
I'm quitting the show now.
Dude, fucking everyone's a Tonto.
I could be, what is it, Kato.
Kato to my Green Hornet.
Yeah,
So you're Bruce Lee. Fuck that.
fair enough. That's what you get.
All right, we'll go with it. So this week on the show, we're going to be talking about Doomsday. We figured Thanksgiving time, everybody's always thinking about dying. You
Yeah,
gotta see
especially with my
family.
wife.
Yeah, you got to see family and hang out with them for hours on end.
That's Doomsday, wife.
So we figured, why not talk about Doomsday and see which way we'd love to go out?
Right, because everybody feels like it's the end of the world. You know, you're hanging out with your family.
Black
for the
Friday,
holidays.
Cyber Monday. Just kill me now.
Did you do any of that Black Friday stuff?
Not a
man?
bit of it this year. I got lucky. I actually did a little bit of Black Friday earlier this week online, but you know,
Right.
eh.
I thought it would be much more online, but then I went to one mall just to pick something up, had nothing to do with Black Friday. And I tell you what, there's so many people thinking they're going to get the best deal.
I like watching the fights on the internet later.
Oh, that's true. That's
always
true.
fun.
That's
I don't
great,
do the
isn't
Black
it?
Friday thing at all.
Give me that fucking TV, bitch.
Nope.
It's always great.
Hey,
Anyway,
you know what? You guys got that's great for Black Friday, but what about those? I mean, you always see like something that comes out like a PlayStation that people are bidding on for like $1,700,
What's the
$2,000,
thing this year?
$5,000. But that's not where I was going. You think that it's maybe corporate that bids on these to get this thing elevated so high that people go, oh, my God, look, someone's bidding $5,000. This must be unreal. It could be Sony itself
I don't
bidding
doubt
on
that
this
at all.
PlayStation,
it's a well-known fact that they have
Like price
They
gap.
have people all over
but
places like
increasing it so it looks really good.
well, they have like moles all over places like Reddit that go in there and just comment all day long to make their products seem better or give fantastic reviews for a movie to make
Or
it seem
for
like,
politicians. They have people that
Right.
go in there for politicians, and
So it
they do
wouldn't surprise
nothing
me
but
at all.
talk good about politicians on public forums so that, you know what I mean,
Right.
try to raise public opinion about it.
I always wondered
Anytime
that.
somebody's coming at you with a message, any bit of strongness, just take a closer look at it and go, well, maybe this person is a little bit
Or maybe take
Slanted.
majority of all those people that gave a review
right.
instead of one.
Fair.
So last time we talked about Doomsday, we were way green in the world of podcasting. I think it was our 6th episode.
Very true.
I still had a real great time. I was listening back to it this morning. We had a good time.
it was
We,
a good
we talked about
conversation.
a lot of good scenarios, and we actually did 2 shows. We did one for prepping as well, which was fun.
Yes, prepping was a good
So
show.
let's jam those 2 together today and do us a little show on both of them, and let's hop right into it. What is your guys' favorite scenarios? How do you think the world might, could, or should end?
Well, I would thought, it's like that whole Einstein thing that he said, I don't know how World War III will be, but I know World War IV will be fought with sticks.
Right.
Yes.
So I definitely think that there's going to be something major of a war that just puts a halt to civilization. And I think if I am a survivor of that, I don't know. It kind of be like you're out hunting for food every fucking other day, just trying to survive.
Yeah.
I mean that's at least I got a fighting chance, I guess. But for how long? You got radiation everywhere.
Yeah, that's my favorite type of scenario, and maybe not the Fallout version of that, but the world is decimated, everything's reset, no government, no infrastructure. It's the man or group on the road or in their little area trying to survive, using what they have in their brain and around them to make it.
Right.
You don't have any kind of trade with whatever country to get your cheap shoes. You have to grow your food, kill your animals if you're into that. To me, that sounds like a good way to live. Horrible, but good.
I can't wait to get back to what he said, but let's hear yours, buddy.
Personally, now you got to be a little more specific for me when you say favorite. Favorite that I think I would do the best in, or favorite as in that I would
Good
die
call.
the quickest.
Any of it.
Because if
That
I
you
had a
would die the
favorite,
quickest?
yeah,
Okay.
because like if I had a favorite and I'm going to die inevitably in this Doomsday, I would really want it to be like instantaneous, like on ground zero of the nuke.
Well, you got to live a little bit.
Yeah, but with you know what? I mean, maybe not.
What if it's an asteroid? Same type of situation. You want to be right where it hits, or you want to be on the other side of the world?
Change it. It's an asteroid impact. That's what I would rather have. No, I want to be right there where it hits, right at the just like first touch. That's what it'd be. But now, if it was something I had to survive in, I want a zombie apocalypse.
Now, why not? Why zombie over pandemic, where you might be one of the ones who are immune?
Don't
Well,
they
because
both
you can
come
be
in hand
immune.
hand, though?
Not necessarily. I mean, pandemic, everybody
A
just
zombie
drops dead.
apocalypse is a pandemic.
It is, but it's a different type. You still got to deal with the people who have the disease.
Exactly. That's why
You
I
may
want
not
it,
be able to
because I want there
catch
to be
it.
a little bit of a
You want
a
some fun?
struggle. Yeah, I want some fun. I
That
want
is
to
a
take out
weird
a lot
thing.
of pent up aggression.
So
and
you
anger.
actually want the risk?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Why? Why would you want the risk of getting bit on the arm, getting infected, and
Because
dying?
I like to party.
That's nuts, man.
No, I mean zombie movies, and I think I'd fare well.
As refereeing for today, I'm going to go with Big E on this one.
Thank you.
Everett gets a big point. 1-0. I'm like that wrestling judge.
You don't want to fight zombies if you don't have to, right?
No.
Have you watched? I'm sure you guys have seen every fucking zombie movie and show of all time, right? More or less.
Yeah.
From Walking Dead to Night of the Living Dead to Return of the Living Dead to Dead This or That.
Yes.
And in none of those movies did it look fun to hang out with zombies.
Yeah, it did. It looks fun in every one of them. You don't hang out with them; you kill them.
Yeah. Okay. How many people died in those movies? Like almost all of them, but the last guy.
I'm the
every
main
time?
character. You're look at me. If this is my doomsday scenario, I'm the main character. I'm surviving. I'm not the one dying.
Yeah, I better have a girl. I better have a girl
Oh, yeah, I
to
got
survive.
the
If
wife.
I don't have a girl in that fucking whole zombie fucking bullshit, just throw me in with the pack because you could only do so much by yourself,
That's true.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
a while,
you won't be
you're
able to-
like, what the fuck?
What are you
I'm
even surviving
fighting
for?
zombies. I'm eating fucking cans of soup
Yeah, but
that's
the-
been outdated to fucking 15 years. What am I fucking doing? I'm not even getting laid. I need another bitch.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, if you think about just adding a woman, like no offense to women, but adding a person, a woman, male, kid, whatever, to your survival set, like now you got to carry them with you. You got to make sure they have food, make sure they don't get killed. I don't know, man. If it's just for sex, you can keep your woman.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you lose that gal,
Then
and you've been on this thing on your own, like I've been listening.
Oh, like
here.
if you lost her, then what do you have?
I mean, what the
sleep
fuck
better.
are you gonna do? Sleep better, he says.
hunt when you want to.
I'm sleeping in today
Yeah.
till the sun gets past that stick.
No one to share the corn with.
What about super volcanoes though? Like there's the Yellowstone threat that's always there. It's every 600,000 years or so. They say
We're overdue.
Wasn't there
I
like
thought.
a Mount St. Helen too that they said like
That
20
did
years
happen.
ago that this thing was just going to be outrageously crazy? It's through ashes and shit.
So
I mean,
that blew May 18th, 1980.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that motherfucker was like, I'm going to fuck the shit out of all of you people here.
Oh, yeah, it was a gnarly volcano.
How
for
was
sure.
that?
that was the volcano.
I was happened about a year before I was born, a little less. So
Yeah.
I don't remember that volcano talking. I haven't seen the footage.
I remember
I was
that
before I was
volcano.
born, so I can't say whether it talked or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Probably not.
I was around though, and it talked.
Fair enough. Then we'll leave it at that. It talked.
Well, I'm
Did you ever see the movie 2012
No.
with John Cusack?
No. Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that
yeah. I
rings a
did. That was
bell.
good. Woody Harrelson was the crazy guy in
That's
that
right. He
movie. Yeah.
died at Yellowstone whenever the super volcano went off.
Yep, that's right. Yeah,
Okay.
that was
You
a
never
good
saw that
movie.
one? It's where they're driving around L.A. and the
it's
goddamn
so vague.
the limo and flying off the edges. And
It's so far-fetched.
it wasn't bad though. It wasn't like as bad as San Andreas.
No. I'll even beat that. That fucking Escape from L.A.
Loved it.
When he's on the fucking surfboard and the car's trying to get away and he hops on the surfboard and he's surfing to catch up with the guy in the car around the fucking
Yeah, it was
mountain.
Steve Buscemi. Who was in the car? You
I
remember?
can't believe that. And as soon as I seen that, I go, what the fuck? Someone's enjoying this?
You didn't like that movie? Well, we'll just have to agree to disagree. That was a good
I
post-apocalyptic.
thought it wasn't bad.
Kind of. It was more dystopian though, because
Yeah.
they had the big earthquake, knocked L.A. off the side of the country. They turned into the penal colony. Oops.
Okay, would you take Escape from L.A. or Escape from New York, the first one?
Which one? I like the second one better, to be honest.
Oh, you fucking crazy.
It was a funner movie.
I'm taking that point away that you fucking I gave
was a
to you
funner
over
movie.
Eric.
Taking
All
the
right.
point away.
Eric, Escape from L.A. or Escape from New York? Better. Which one?
Second one.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, both of you motherfuckers. Zeros.
He did.
Zero,
Ocho
you were
literally,
up on
literally
him.
has a scorecard over here, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
got a scorecard. Because you know what? You guys have 50-50 crowd. You got your allegiance. You got your army over there. I felt like maybe I can be the arbitrator today and give the final score on who I think won today's battle.
Who won Surreal Talk today? I like it. That's a good.
And both of you are right now dead even. Zero.
All right.
Super volcanoes, though, man. That's like, gosh, it's something that's totally. It's like one of the more plausible ones. But just because I've never seen a volcano up close, it's like I don't feel like it.
That's
Scares
one of my
me
favorite things to do
enough.
is get
I
on
don't
YouTube.
feel like it scares me.
Go on
enough.
YouTube and watch video of volcanoes like erupting.
I'm on YouTube.
Well, get on there again. Maybe click that little search button, volcanic eruption. There's some great footage of just like people on boats going past little islands or whatnot, and then out of nowhere, here comes the ash spewing up out of it, and then here comes the shockwave from the explosion that happened that released that ash, and it's just a gigantic boom, and the camera shakes, and people are like, "What the fuck? We're 3 or 4 miles away."
Really?
You can see it traveling across the surface of the water, the shockwave.
No shit.
The clouds, you can see the
man,
clouds
yeah,
up above.
I guess I got some
pushing
YouTube
out.
research to do. That sounds gnarly as hell.
It's pretty neat.
Cool.
Volcanic videos are fun to watch.
Wasn't there a Roman city long time ago in
Pompeii?
wasn't it Pompeii? I
Pompeii.
mean, yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was
talked about
Pompeii.
that on the last show. It was Mount Vesuvius.
Man.
Okay, so if you were back then wearing your white little robe and just
Sure.
hanging out, and you see this fucking thing coming, I mean, it's the epitome of saying it's the last days of Earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're thinking this is the last days of Earth. This whole world's gone to hell. So you know what? Even back then, they thought about this could be the last day. This is probably it.
But you have to wonder back then how schooling was and if the common man even knew what a volcano existed.
That's what he's saying. Like, as far as they were concerned,
Right.
this is the end of the world.
That was
This
their
was doomsday.
that was their doomsday.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, for most of those people in Pompeii, it was. Whenever they unearthed it eventually,
Right on.
people were stuck in their daily activity poses.
right. Yeah.
So that had to hit quick and instant.
The gas had to be outrageous. That gas, that's
degrees.
poison gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, you know what? Maybe I'd rather go with the poison gas before I fucking got burnt up like that, because that burning is that's hotter than fucking steel melting.
Oh, it's.
I mean, that's some hot shit that's coming out of that mountain.
Jet fuel. I mean,
I'd rather
no,
get the
never mind.
gas. I'd rather get the gas first, and it'll hurt a little bit, but not as much as getting burned.
Did you ever see the movie Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones?
Loved it.
Where they had the volcano punch through in
Yeah,
LA?
right. Downtown L.A.
I think I did see that.
was a good flick.
Maybe
It
I'm
was real
thinking
good.
about the earthquake in L.A.
Which one was that?
I don't know.
San Andreas or whatever?
The one that really fucking set me was that Rock, that wrestler.
That's
Hated
the one.
it.
That's the one Everett's talking
That
about.
is my least favorite movie of all time.
No shit.
I
Well,
watched
we're
that-
even then because that one movie that you like is probably my worst. That fucking Escape
Have you seen
from
San
LA.
Andreas?
No, I
It's
heard
the
it's terrible.
biggest
Neil,
turd.
Neil deGrasse Tyson said it was the most like scientifically inaccurate.
Yeah, I
movie
mean,
there
watching
ever
that movie
was.
the whole time, I'm just going, "Oh, are you fucking kidding me?"
Well, I kind of
That should have been the tagline. San Andreas. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
The graphics were amazing.
Granted,
though.
it was like a Michael Bay blockbuster type of thing. It was really good looking. But it
Yeah,
was horrible.
Yeah, the storyline, sure. I mean, how the fuck you find someone on a boat through a city?
I don't even remember what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
did you ever see The Day After Tomorrow though? That was a good one with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, I like that one. Had that younger kid too, who was the
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
Well, there was another one.
Brokeback
with 28 days.
Oh, 28 Days Later. We'll get to that one as a Tom
yeah,
Zombie.
yeah.
But Day After Tomorrow was a good, like probably my favorite climate change doomsday type scenario. So what had happened there is we'd had global warming for a while, and the polar ice caps have been melting. So as you guys know, ice doesn't have salt in it. So when the polar ice caps melted, it put all this non-salty water into the ocean. Well, that fucked up the currents, like the North Atlantic
Current. Yeah.
and so facto, that screwed up the jet stream, and this allowed a giant storm to take place, like a mega hurricane, if you will.
But it was.
And in the eye of this hurricane, it was pulling down cold air from the ionosphere or whatever, and just brought about an instant ice age for the whole northern hemisphere.
Yeah, frozen.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. Unlikely, but good.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? They had the wolves roaming around and shit.
In New York City, dude, some of the effects, like the waves coming into New York was cool.
Wait, hang on. So here's my thing. If you've got wolves in New York, they're going to be noticed before the ice gets here. The ice doesn't automatically bring Arctic wolves with it.
They're probably in a zoo.
Oh my God! You know what I thought of?
There was packs and packs of wolves.
When you guys just said that, you know which one I thought of was that Will Smith one, that he's alone
I
in
Am
New York
Legend.
City.
Oh,
I Am Legend.
yeah.
Oh,
that was a
fuck.
remake of a couple movies.
That was a good flick.
That was a great flick.
Did you ever see
I
the
like
Charlton
that.
Heston version?
No, yeah,
The Omega Man?
no, but you know what? I seen him walking by the Statue of Liberty with that hot chick on a beach, and
Nova was her name.
I'm like, motherfucker, you don't have it that bad. You just got rid of the apes. Now you're on a beach with this hot chick, and she's tanned up. She's about 6'2", brunette. She's hot as can be, and you're on a horse riding across the beach. You're doing pretty damn good now. Screw that fucking Liberty, bitch.
You're on a roll, man. The Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
I've heard of her. You know what he's talking about, Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
You maniacs.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
a good in the world one, though. That was nuclear war.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that wasn't nuclear war, was it?
Sure was.
Nuclear or nuclear?
Either way.
Let's get it out of the way right now.
Nuclear, it doesn't matter.
What do you say, John?
I'm going to give this one to Everett again because I think you were just out of line there, jumping his vocabulary like that.
Caribbean or
Grammar Nazi.
Caribbean?
Caribbean.
I don't care.
What do you think? Caribbean? Caribbean?
I say Caribbean.
Ah!
I'm wrong, too, though.
I don't have a
Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm Armenian. That thing doesn't flow out like that. They know where we're going. When we go to Fort Lauderdale to pick up that Disney damn cruise, they know where they're taking us. Who the fuck cares where they take us?
Yeah, I don't give two shits.
We just
You're
go
taking
around.
me. I mean, at this point.
The food is so generic, though. Are you kidding me? All the shit you could eat on this damn cruise ship, but I tell you what, it's kind of generic stuff we're eating.
When I stayed in Jamaica, it was the same way. We stayed at a resort, and you just go and they have the buffet, morning,
Yeah.
noon, and night. It's all the same every time.
Same, yeah, same.
What about an alien invasion?
Oh, I would love that.
You would love that?
I would love that.
What do
because
you-
I'll tell you,
Tell me.
I would kind of enjoy all the nations that hated each other and shit like that, now all making one as
Have
one
to
union.
come- yeah, they have to come together now.
Yeah, I
Have
would
to.
like that.
Yeah, I think it was Ronald Reagan, and I've said this before on the show
He's an alien.
that made the quote. I'm not asserting that, gentlemen. No, that was like it would seem how small our differences would seem country to country if we were posed with like a huge threat such as an alien invasion. You know how all of our problems would seem to dissolve and go away if we had to deal with.
Well, the
a
movie
much
Independence
bigger
Day pretty well covered the whole thing perfectly.
Yeah, this is true.
Did you ever see that one, John? I know you've seen Independence Day. Will Smith, fucking Jeff Goldblum.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Earth.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that one.
Do not shoot that green
that
shit
was
at me.
that was a real good one.
That was the best of them. The speech by
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. We will not die, or what does he say? We will fight on.
Go quietly into that good night.
That's the greatest speech in any movie ever. I don't care.
That is a gnarly.
Did you see War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise?
I don't think I did.
Fucking, you gotta watch
That was a
that,
good one.
man. I'm telling you
don't
right
think I
now,
did.
make that your bucket list movie, man. Because
was pretty good.
God damn it,
I'll write it down right now.
I am so winning.
I gotta give another one to Everett here.
Yeah.
I can't believe you
Ocho,
didn't
you should
watch
go to
that.
surrealtalkpodcast.com and vote in the poll. Team Everett or Team Eric?
Well, like I said,
it
I
on our
feel
thing?
like I'm the arbitrator.
Is it on our thing?
What's that?
War of the Worlds.
No.
But it will be.
I'll find it.
Yeah, definitely. That's a damn good movie. I
I'll
love
watch it. I'll watch it. I totally
It was pretty
will.
good. It had Tim Robbins. It had Dakota Fanning, I think.
Dakota Fanning, eh?
Yeah,
But Tim Robbins, though, he wasn't like the standout.
No, he was more like a weird cameo, like a 5-minute cameo.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
good. No spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See Battlefield Earth? That was that Scientology movie.
No.
Absolutely. I seen it, and I didn't like it.
Really?
and
I thought it was pretty good.
Nope.
I thought it was pretty.
I mean, it was kind of a turd
lost in
movie,
the-
but
no, I'll give you that point.
it was. It took place like 1,000 years in the future after aliens have come and conquered,
Right?
and we're trying to get them off of our planet. They were here just using us for slave labor to mine our gold. That's Elron. You gotta
Yeah.
love him.
Hey, trust me on this one. I don't think it was a head turner.
No.
Climate change. So who believes in it, who don't? Because that could definitely bring
Let's
about
get
the end
Armand
of
in
the
here.
world.
He's got a real
He
strong
pissed
feeling.
me off about this whole subject. That's why I kicked him out, I think.
What? Climate change? So what's the deal?
I just think that, man, if there's something out there that could fuck the earth up, even if you have any doubts at all, fucking look into it.
Yeah.
Don't just deny it like it's, fuck you, because back in 1897 we had the same fucking.
It's the same thing with it's armchair scientists, armchair conspiracy theorists. We can't go out and test it ourselves, so we look at the available
We can
data
talk
that,
shit, though.
that you can find on a quick YouTube video or a quick Google search, or maybe if you're like a super special person, a trip to the library.
Library?
They can create your own little opinions, and that's what Armand's done. He's armchair scientist it, and he doesn't believe in it.
Nope.
Right.
He's done with it.
And there's other goofballs, and I still want this climate talk, but they think the fucking world is flat. There's a guy that's going to
Yeah,
get in a rocket
yes.
right now, in a rocket ship he made at home. I hope he blows up so
The
we
flat
don't have
Earth
to
guy?
see that breed anymore. But I'm saying he's going to try to fly this to like China or some shit like that with his rocket.
We're talking about the flat Earth rocket guy. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's exactly who he's talking about.
Yeah. So anybody who doesn't know, there's this story going around Facebook and social media of this maniac who's a flat earther. Bless you if you are. That's your own opinion. It's like the climate change, but he's taken it upon himself to build his own rocket ship to blast up to have a look for himself to see if the Earth is really flat or not.
And did you see the rocket he's on? It looks
Yeah.
like a modified firecracker, bottle
It
rocket.
does not look safe.
It's like
it does not
I
look.
can't wait for this guy to blow up in
This
the
thing should
sky.
not be
he
in the
bought it from
atmosphere.
Marvin the Martian's rejects file. you
Yeah,
know
it's
what I mean?
Acme. It's got Acme painted right on it. That's exactly what it looks like. The cone top,
Wally
slender
Coyote.
body. Yeah.
If the
it's
thing
fucking
rises more than
insane.
3 feet off the ground before exploding, I don't know.
Yeah, I
You know
just-
what? Wouldn't
I
it be
feel bad
wild
for the guy. I feel like
if-
his wife should take out life insurance on
I
him
will eat
now.
a turd sandwich. Literally, here's the
Oh,
proof.
shit,
It's on here.
shit sandwich.
If and he's able to launch, get up there successfully, and B, prove it's a flat Earth.
So if it's
Not
a
only
flat
that-
Earth, if this guy proves flat Earth, you'll eat a shit sandwich
If any animal you'd like,
live on the air.
Standard
Human,
bread size.
Human shit.
standard
It
bread.
doesn't
One
matter.
piece of bread.
I'll even do the same thing. There's no fucking
Double
way.
shit sandwiches.
Double shit sandwich on
Oh
me.
my
I don't
God,
care.
It's crazy.
Are you
today
kidding
on
me?
Surreal Talk. We got double shit sandwiches.
Eric, you're
going
gonna
on.
lose another point.
No,
There's
the world
no
is not
fucking
flat.
way.
No, I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying
Yeah, he's saying
willing
it.
to eat a shit sandwich.
Totally,
Dude, if
because
you can
he's not going to
change-
lose.
Well, it's not even that. If you can completely change everything I know about science and apparently space flight,
Then shit must be okay.
shit's fine.
Shit's fine.
Probably a new staple in my diet because I need to eat a lot of it after being this wrong for this long.
Oh man, that's good shit.
That's good shit. That a boy.
All right, what about AI, artificial intelligence? We did a whole show on this before.
Intelligence.
A lot
I
of
think
people
it's dangerous, man.
A lot of people are really worried
dangerous.
about it, from Stephen Hawking to Elon Musk to a lot of the top minds on the planet. Really think that artificial intelligence might not be something we should be fucking with. What do you think, Jono? I'm sure you've seen
Well,
Terminator.
of course, he's not saying that because everything he's building are robots.
Who, Elon?
Yeah, keep competition down.
Hey, you
But
drive one of his brain children. You drive a Tesla.
I know I do, and I'm saying to you right now, he's out there. He's also building trucks. He's going to eventually build robots. He wants the patent on this fucking. I think it's dangerous, and you people should all stay away because I'm the one.
Ah, so he's bringing out his supervillain.
Oh, he's going to
Did you see
be
that
bringing
robot that
something
can do
big
the fucking
time.
backflip?
That's what I'm saying, dude. They got robots now. The bodies and
Right.
movement is getting so good. We'll have the bodies ready when we get the
Jono's gotta
minds.
see this.
We get the artificial minds built. We have their bodies ready.
God rest his soul. Rest in peace, Prince. How he sang that song 1999. Guess what, Prince? Nothing changed in 1999.
Yeah, who'd have figured that the calendar was just some made up numbers?
Right.
Yeah.
he made a song 1999, and we all thought this was going to be like the fucking Jetsons.
I'm gonna show Ocho the robot doing the backflip real quick.
I seen it.
have
seen
you
it,
seen
bro.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah. I
Atlas?
seen that.
Isn't that his name, Atlas?
Yeah, Atlas.
Yeah, but it's amazing how
Boston
now
Dynamics.
do you think in 20 years we've even progressed more, or we will still be in this stage here
For what? Like
for,
robotics?
for anything artificial intelligence?
Oh, dude, we got a long way to go. We don't even
yeah.
completely understand the brain yet enough to emulate and make our own. Right now, all we've got is a complex, if-then statements. Like, if I get this input, I give this output, is basically what we're working with. We need to get a lot more, functional than that.
Oh, I just thought of something.
I'm sure it's a lot more.
How fucking great is this? Now, if science comes along and says, we got this brain, but we're all thinking 10%, why not try to make the master computer all 100% brain? What we only use 10% of our brain.
I'm not following you here.
I'm saying that if I use 10% of my brain in one way,
It'd be a
you
miracle.
use 10% of your brain in one way. Can't science take everything from little bits of everyone and make this the
I get what you're
complete
saying.
whole?
So like a brain supercomputer. You take the collective
Right.
consciousness of humanity and turn it into a supercomputer?
With every
That's
different
scary.
concept of
That's
the
heavy,
human
Ogre.
thinking.
It sounds like the Borg from Star Trek, the drone hive mind intelligence.
Yeah, that's a heavy.
Do we share thoughts at that point?
Yeah, hell yeah, it's all uploaded into
And would this
the cloud.
would this fucking thing be much, much, much greater than we could ever imagine?
It's almost like the Matrix, too. You got everybody plugged into the same system.
Oh no! Imagine the Matrix with Wi-Fi.
Does he really need Wi-Fi? He is Wi-Fi. He knows everything.
Yeah, gosh, yeah, that's crazy shit.
Wow.
Matrix is a good another, like, as far as AI taking over and destroying us, it's got to be either my first or second favorite scenario is the Matrix. Terminator's up there too. You know what's interesting? As many Terminator movies as they've had, they have never once shown what happens, like if humanity wins or the machines win. They keep showing, let's
fight.
keep John
fight.
from dying. Let's keep Sarah from dying. Let's go back and make sure they don't die. That's every goddamn movie, except for the Genesis movie, I believe.
Well, I mean, allegedly the machines won though, and the
They
humans
won,
are
but it's
trying
not
to take
over.
it. No, it's not over, but they won the big war.
Right.
And now they're fighting a small series
enough
of battles.
There was enough casualties to where they can walk on skulls, like that's the only thing there is to walk on.
Yeah,
Which was
rough.
weird.
Well, do you guys
Excuse
think
me.
though that eventually that we are going to see like the Cylons, the Terminators, these are going to be the ones that take over this planet? Because what we're doing right now, we're building stuff. They had this one robot, a female robot at Saudi Arabia, just became an honorary citizen of Saudi Arabia.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
No, it was there.
true.
It really
I
happened.
saw the article, but
No, it was on video too. Everyone's kicking back. And
what kind of rights does a non-sentient being need?
Right. So, like, if I murder this robot, am I going to get a charge for murder or destroying private property?
Well, the way she looked, I would say human being, because this wasn't like a fucking Hoover walking around.
But her lungs, she doesn't have lungs that breathe.
Doesn't have
or
blood.
a heart that beats.
The way she was talking, man. The way she was
She
talking.
convinced you by her replies that she was
Yes.
like conscious. She had consciousness.
Exactly.
She could be afraid of her own death.
Well, she even said, I cry, I get sad.
And you don't
I
think
mean-
this is just a programmed response. Now, granted, what we do could be considered a programmed response as well, but
But
How complex does it have to get?
isn't life all about response?
yes, it is.
I mean, if I look at you, and even if you're human or a robot, and I ask you, what saddens you today? If the robot says the weather, or you say my thing, whatever, it's still that concept.
You can have emotion. Is that enough to be considered life?
I don't know, because that's something that
Programmable.
Are we programmable?
Our emotions are based on our memories and stuff, though, too. Like,
But again,
like
are we
our
just
life
a
experiences.
biological computer?
that's programmed.
If we knew
By
exactly
DNA,
how
we're
the brain
programmed
worked,
by our
could we
DNA.
not manipulate it? It's got to be manipulated, but we're just atoms.
I would think so, because we can fucking grow an ear on a rat's back. So
Well, that's
I'm
way
just-
different, but-
I'm just saying, we're the shit that we're trying nowadays.
It's
you
just
know?
exciting.
Yeah. No, but man, think about it though. Like, if we can do shit like that, and we're about to transplant somebody's head. We're about to do the fucking head transplant. That's on. That's
The
gonna
guy did
happen.
that to a cadaver.
And and it worked. And he did it to a dog. He did it to a live dog. This shit's happening. They're gonna transplant this motherfucker's
never
head.
gonna do anything like
Here's what they're
that.
gonna do, dude. They're gonna cut this dude's head off that's got a bad disease with his spine and everything. They're gonna pull it
I
all
love
out,
Facebook for letting people believe this stuff.
and they're gonna put it on another body. They're gonna transplant the head.
Well-
Italian team of doctors led by this one dude. It's 100 doctors or something. It's supposed to be like a 36-hour procedure.
Well, before you keep shaking your head there, Big E,
Tell me, is it fake
Everett.
news?
yes.
No.
Everett, they have Ted Williams' head in Arizona in a big ice capsule.
And what are they going to do with it? Thaw it out and let it turn to goo?
They're keeping all these heads in like capsules because they feel that they could do something 10, 15,000 years from now. They can take this head and put it on one of their bodies. And this is what they're...
If we still
check
have
that out.
if we still have Ted Williams' head in 10,000
yeah,
years,
check out
I'll
Ted
look right
Williams'
now.
head.
then he deserves to come back. But have you ever pulled a fucking steak or some hamburger out of the freezer and tried to cook it?
Freezer burnt.
Yeah, it ain't quite the same ever again.
No. I mean, they know exactly what temperature to have it on and all.
How do
that.
they know that? They can't
Well,
bring it back now.
That's what they're basing it on.
Scientists.
Those damn scientists.
Scientists.
Did you find that? Did you?
Yeah, if you believe CBS News, Ted Williams frozen in 2 separate pieces, his head and his body.
They say Walt Disney's frozen too. Hell,
He
Mel
might
Gibson
be.
was frozen in that one movie,
What the fuck
Mel
are
Gibson's
you
still
talking
fucking
about?
alive.
Forever Young, where he was the World War II pilot, got frozen.
Well, that's a fucking movie.
Elijah Wood in it.
I don't know.
That's where the whole concept came from.
All right, let's go to a little bit more of a fun, down to earth one. The Rapture.
Rapture, huh?
Jesus,
Jono, you're kind of a religious guy, right?
I am, and I would fucking freak out when that shit comes up because you know what? I think I'm a good guy. I think I do everything right. If I see a mom with a kid walking down the highway, I'll pick him up and I'll take them to wherever they want to go.
Okay, I'm glad you added that last part.
Me too. So you know what? I think I've done right, but you know what? According to the Bible, I'm a sinner. And I don't know, is he going to come down and go, you're going to die, you're going to die, you're going to die?
Depends on which version of the Rapture we get. I
What
mean,
the fuck is that big fucking lion with like 5 heads and shit? There's a lot of spooky shit about that whole thing, man.
Yeah, like everyone disappears and fucking goes straight up to heaven. I mean,
Now you're
can
talking
you-
about the movie This Is the End, aren't you?
No, but I'm just saying, like, what if they call you? Just see everybody that's good floating up, and you're stuck down there by your.
I know.
motherfucking self.
You're thinking,
You know?
there's no jet turbo on my feet
Why
there.
am I not going to?
What kind of
like,
piece of shit am I?
What kind of realization do you come to when you realize that you're religious and you don't get into the rapture? The rapture was like excluded you. Like shit.
Not good
Yeah,
enough.
I know.
Not good. And I gotta wait for the next one. It's gonna be fucking millennia away. I guess.
I would be like, Bob, why are you going up there? Bob's the same shit I am. I hung out with Bob all these fucking
Yeah.
years, and you're taking him? All right,
Good word
great.
for me.
I don't know.
Global pandemic.
No. I want to keep on the rapture. I would actually. That'd be one of the ones I'd be happy happened. Hopefully I would go, because you got to figure, if you're going for the New Testament God, not the Old Testament God. If it's the Old Testament God, if you've ever spit on the sidewalk, you're fucked.
You're fucked.
The New Testament one, they preach all about forgiveness and shit. So even as a non-believer for the majority of my life, considering myself still a non-believer for the most part,
Fair.
I still think New Testament God's going to allow me in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
I never did anything super horrible.
That's so bullshit.
No,
though.
man,
you
couple
haven't
hair
believed
back-
all these years, and now you see fucking a beast hanging out
You
there.
just
You
have to
see this
convert,
guy
bro.
with trumpets coming down.
Hey,
now you believe? Oh, well, great.
If I'm to listen to the dogma of the religion, all you must do at the end is repent, say you love God, He'll take you. So
Yeah. I mean, couple
I'm all
Hail
over that.
Marys full
Yeah.
of grace. Hallowed be thy name, and you're in. Right.
I think he might have screwed up on that whole thing. I gave him
He
too
fucking
much
got
leniency. I gave him too much. I even sacrificed my boy down there.
We'll have
for
to
these
see how
pricks.
the New Testament comes out and see what kind of rule changes he makes on
the third.
the Third Testament.
Third Testament.
Yeah, we'll have to
I'm
see it.
writing it now.
You're God, or you're just kind of ghostwriting for God.
I'm ghostwriting. Yeah.
Does he speak to you?
You're
or-
seeing,
No,
he's
no,
seeing
no,
a
I'm
vision.
making
He
shit
told
up.
me. He's got a vision.
I'm
So
making shit
you're like
up
any
for
other
sure.
good
Oh,
Bible
Third
writer.
Testament's gonna be good.
You're like any other good Bible writer.
Yeah,
just
Third Testament's
making
gonna be
that
good.
shit up.
Yeah, you'll love it. Watch out for the new revelations. We're calling it the shitstorm.
The shitstorm. That's
Yeah.
the last book of the Third Testament.
Yeah,
Shitstorm, chapter
Shitstorm.
1,
Where's
verse 1.
fucking Kurt Cobain? He said it. Where do bad folks go when they die? They
don't
don't go to.
heaven. That's right.
They don't go to a place where the angels fly.
They go to a lake of fire and fry.
Yeah.
true.
I'll
Kurt
see
Cobain.
you again there on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I don't know where he got the 4th of July.
Yeah, that doesn't really fit with the whole thing.
But I like it though. I mean, it was good. It made
rhymes.
rhymes.
So where were we? Rapture still?
Anywhere you want to go, man.
Anywhere I want to go.
Anywhere you want to go.
I'm gonna take it to economic collapse, a financial collapse. The
You
banks
think-
don't give you no money. You got nothing. What happens?
Well, we had that before.
No.
I think this is gonna be the weakest
The
one because we had
worst
the
one.
Dust Bowl and all that shit because of all that fucking corn. Not
so
everything.
what if life
locust-
becomes a John Steinbeck novel?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
I'm saying like it breaks down to like, so now why are people going to work? Because there's no point. There's no money. Even people that have all the money in the world can't go to the bank and draw it out. It's
You don't think some group of people would reset? Just do what you got to do to reset. At that point, get rid of the old economy, start over. I'm relatively sure at that point, if it's fucked and there's nothing, we're starting over.
We're starting over. Yeah.
Would
but-
you start killing people, guys?
Would
for,
I?
for money and gas?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you would if your fucking family was hungry and
Goddamn
everything.
right.
You would do
You
it, and you
I would
do it.
shoot
in
my
a-
neighbor and
You
cook
said
them.
money and
Eric,
gas. You said money and gas. Would I kill somebody for food to feed my family? Yes. For money and gas?
Not money.
No.
What's money going to do you in the
Exactly.
apocalypse?
That's,
Gas.
that's
though.
why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but the money could lead to just getting some food on the fucking table by buying some cans and shit.
Let's say he doesn't mean money. He means tradable anything.
Yes,
Just
like
goods.
fucking beaver tail and shit like that. If
Oh,
you see
yeah.
a guy walking down the block with beaver
yeah,
tails,
if it's my last resort and I don't feel like I can con, steal, bribe, or whatever, yeah, I will murder somebody for food for my family. Yeah.
yes, that's good.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
I was just kidding. I'm not a murderer like you guys. So I'll be in heaven.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna be in heaven
I'll be in heaven.
hungry.
You guys will be down
Looking
in
down
hell.
on us.
Yeah, when God meets you at the pearly gates, you're gonna go, "Hey, yeah, thank you."
I'll be like this.
I'm
He's gonna
hungry.
go,
It
I'm
was
really
all them,
hungry.
Jesus.
No,
It was all them.
God's gonna
I'm
look at
a
Everett.
little hungry right now. Spare all the talk.
God's
Just
going to
get
look
me
at
in.
Everett and say, you know, your brother's been right about all that shit all this time he did that show. So here's what I'll tell you, Everett. You apologize to your brother. Tell him that you believe everything he said, and I'll let you in.
I'll tell you what. If that happens, again, cue me up another shit sandwich because
Give me up another shit sandwich. We have to have we have to hire a shit chef so they can
in
make
the
all
afterlife,
the shit
let's make it a
sandwiches
shit
you're gonna eat.
hoagie. I don't care.
That was a great question. You got a point for that, by the way.
What?
That question. That was a good one.
What was it? I've already forgot.
I don't know. I don't.
If Jesus
remember.
says I was right or you were right the whole time,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you got a point for that.
Good. I'm glad.
So you wanted to start again with Pandemic, and you were talking about the movie 28 Days Later earlier. Did you ever see that one?
Oh my God! Did you see that? You better tell me you've seen that one.
Fuck yeah, it was scary. The
See the
first one was
sequel?
scary as shit. Yeah, second one wasn't as scary, but it was
Wait a
still a
minute.
good
What's
movie.
the first one? I'm talking.
That guy wakes up in the hospital. And he's got to run through downtown London in his fucking.
Right. There's a second one too.
Yeah.
28 weeks later.
You haven't seen 28 Weeks
No,
Later?
I haven't seen that.
We'll figure that out.
28 weeks. I'm writing it down.
It's basically at this point they've secured most of London and they're trying to get it back.
Actually, the second one is pretty good. It's not a bad one at all. I like the second one.
It was pretty
too.
good.
Good feed off of the first one. Then
They're trying to
yes,
figure out
definitely.
how it happened, what they can do to stop it. You know how movies go.
But that 28 days was damn fucking
Yeah, it
good.
was
I mean,
gnarly
it
as
looked
fuck.
fucking realistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It looked. You know what? I'm sick and tired of.
Second one was better. Actually, Tim Roth was in that
You
one.
think it was better? I don't think so.
I do. I think the second one's better with the girl and the little boy.
I know what you're talking about, but I didn't think it was
the
better.
second one was better even than the first.
Well, let me ask you guys this. In 28 days later, you got zombies that are fucking like Carl Lewis speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
rage
Those are the
virus.
gnarly
Yeah,
zombies.
and you got the Walking Dead that are just fucking, you know. I'm not intimidated by that Walking Dead scene.
no.
I mean, I rather go with, if I'm going to be scared, the 28 days later, those motherfuckers are fucking violent linebackers.
Yes. Yeah. They're running at you full fucking throttle.
Full fucking throttle.
Yeah.
And it's
It
not
was
the
different,
same.
though. They were rage virus. They were still humans, but they just had a virus that caused them to rage at you. So,
Yeah. I mean,
your
okay,
general
so they weren't
zombies are
zombies in a
undead.
technical sense, but
Right. That's why I brought that up. That's more pandemic because it just causes people to go crazy. It's like advanced rabies, so to
Right.
speak. Mad cow in a human rather than just zombified.
They're still coming after me with this fucking cowboy
You
shit.
bring it on yourself liking those sons of... No.
I put it right here. Why did I put it right here? God damn you.
Beats me. Did you guys see Zombieland?
yeah, Zombieland was good. You see Zombieland, Oach, with Woody Harrelson? And
I did.
I fucking love that movie.
Wasn't that written by Rob Zombie?
No. You're thinking House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Zombieland was good. It was just like a regular.
It was a comedy.
It was a regular kid and a regular guy. Well, I don't know.
It's
if
the
you
one
call
where
Woody
they
Harrelson
shot
regular.
fucking Bill what's
Murray.
Bill Murray in the chest with the shotgun.
You're right. I seen that.
It's a good flick. Had the two chicks in it. The two.
I don't know
girls.
why though. I keep thinking of the House of the Corpse. That's what I'm thinking.
Dr. Satan.
Fucking movie.
Yeah.
You see the sequel to that one?
Man, he's fucking
Devil's
cool.
Rejects. It wasn't as good as the first one. They actually got rid of all the Dr. Satan stuff, which was a bummer.
No, I
talked
didn't
about
see
this
that
before.
one. I didn't see that
Meh.
one.
Meh.
What was better for you? Dawn of the Dead, or not Dawn of the Dead,
Day of the Dead.
Night of the Living Dead, that whole series, the George Romero series, or Return of the Living Dead, the B movie series?
I like the '80s cheap one, Night of the Living Dead. That was a good. You know, the one with I can smell.
That's Return of the
your
Living
breath.
Dead.
Yeah,
Gina.
Gina.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a good fucking crazy good movie.
Have you seen that, The Return of the Living Dead?
I would like to back this up even further, and I would like to say which one was that zombie movie with that black guy in the 1950s?
That was the original Night of the Living Dead where he was in the farmhouse.
That is gotta be one of the best fucking movies I've ever seen, and
Black and white even, it was still pretty good.
It was a black and white movie, and I'm telling you what, this black guy, he did everything right. He did everything.
Dude, that was
he
such a
can.
heartbreaking ending, wasn't it?
Oh, let's not give it away.
Have you seen it?
That's the movie where there was only like 7 or 8 actors total, right? They
Yeah.
just switched out and put makeup on, played
Yeah.
the zombies too. Like
It was good. Did you see the next one in that series was Dawn of the Dead? Where they were in the mall?
Yeah, right, I
was
seen
a good
that.
one.
I seen
The
that.
remake was even pretty good, too.
Yeah.
That was really hot too. Really got me excited
Ving
when he
Rhames.
was banging that chick in the
yeah,
in the
yeah,
mall.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ving Rhames, Tim Roth,
No, Tim Roth.
Mekhi Phifer.
Tim Roth wasn't in...
Ving Rhames, Tim Roth, Mekhi Phifer.
hold on. Dawn of the Dead. It was not Tim Roth.
Wasn't one of the guys on the no?
Jake Weber. Let's see that. He looks like him.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, he was also the guy that I believe was in that Incredible Hulk movie. I don't know. He looks just like Tim Roth.
The Incredible Hulk with Edward,
That was Tim
Edward
Roth.
Norton. That was Tim Roth.
yeah,
Yeah.
this guy's not though.
Huh, okay, well, my fault.
No, it's pretty good. The apocalypse starts in that movie, and everybody just basically cheeses it out in the streets. And eventually, the only safe haven they could find is this mall that they were able to lock down and live inside.
And that's not held too long either.
Where would you guys go? A mall? Would you go to a mall? What,
Mall would be good, but just securing that fucking big thing is a mission of its own.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
so you obviously, because zombies aren't your only. If you neither of you watch The Walking Dead, do you?
I watch it, and
So
I'm
then
sick
you
of
know
it.
that zombies are really not the big thing to worry about. They're a problem, but people are way more worse than zombies in the
But yeah,
apocalypse.
that's what that's what I'm talking about. Hasn't this fucking Walking Dead has gone away from the zombies, and now it's between groups of people that it just seems to me like we're looking at Mad Max or some shit like that now.
That's pretty much what it is.
It's not. There's no.
Well, I mean, eventually the zombies are getting to the point where the mass amounts of them are just slow and gross.
How the
so
fuck?
Not really a worry.
How the fuck does that black guy have a tiger? Are you kidding me?
You don't
You got
anymore.
a tiger? Well, you know what? I haven't watched it lately. The last 2-3 episodes I've missed, and I'm telling you, thanks for giving the fucking tiger away that it's killed.
It's your own fault. You should have been caught up.
Anyway, I mean, shit like that, I'm like, what the fuck is a tiger? And they caught on to it. The Walking Dead cast, not the cast, but the producers and shit go, hey, you know what? We've lost a lot of ratings since we've had that big Bengal on this fucking show. We got to get rid of the
fucking
tiger.
I thought the tiger was cool, dude. He kicks
How the
ass.
fuck do you keep a tiger
The guy
when
was
you're
the-
all hurting for food and this tiger just kicking back like...
He goes out and hunts himself. They let him out. He'll go out and grab a deer or something.
And comes back.
Oh, yeah. He always makes a successful
He was
hunt.
the tiger belonged to the guy was a zookeeper before it went down, so they already had a rapport beforehand.
Oh, okay.
And he released the tiger when it was all over, and the tiger was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna hang out with this zookeeper dude." So they've been friends ever since.
Well, that's
Oh,
cool.
fuck that. And then he calls himself the king.
Oh yeah, that whole thing. But he knows that's full of shit. He's only doing it to help people because they know that they need somebody to follow in this apocalypse.
Right,
And he's being the guy.
Right. And he calls himself the king.
Yeah.
Anyway, the tiger thing had to go. I'm glad he's dead. I haven't seen the episode, but I'm glad
that fucking tiger's dead.
There's no such thing as a tiger. I mean, I could see a chimpanzee. I could see a big baboon that they held hands with and walking down the street.
Scrap the zombie, Clyde.
But the yeah, disgusting teeth, by the way.
Right
but
turn,
the
Clyde.
fucking whole thing that tiger that was repulsive.
I thought it was cool because every now and then that tiger would come out of nowhere and just get somebody. Or
Imagine
somebody,
that. Imagine that.
How do you think they took it out? Not that you're going to watch now. How do you think the tiger bit it?
Oh, I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, then
These
I
people
won't
might
say.
be watching it too.
Well, you know, I'm not really worried about their spoiler alerts. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, you gave away one of their main characters right now, that fucking tiger.
But I think one of the best places they hid in all of The Walking Dead, which is what I would try to replicate, is a prison.
The prison, huh?
A prison. Think about it. If you can find one that has mostly intact outer
What
fencing,
about grocery store?
man, you can't fortify it enough, in my opinion. You got a big ass parking lot to worry about.
What if you were at Costco? Then you got all the fucking things you want.
So you got maybe
fortify
if you could
yourself.
somehow keep the freezers working, you might have a few year and a half of food.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe.
How do you eat? Both of you. That's a
Maybe.
lot of fucking food in there.
It's not. It got an infinite shelf life, even if frozen.
Right. Shit's gonna go bad in 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You got canned goods and stuff, and he
You
said
can still
if your
raid said
freezers are
Costco.
working,
Get you a couple U-Hauls. Go down to the local U-Haul.
right?
Get you a couple dollies. Go to Costco. Make 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 trips. However many you got to make to bring that back to your prison or your other more secure location. But I don't think a grocery store is the way to go.
No, grocery store's probably not gonna cut it. Military base.
And I'm actually really convinced too that moats are a great idea.
Moats? Yeah, fuck yeah. Who wants to dig a moat, though? You got to have a backhoe.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're not gonna dig it by hand.
Yeah, you can't do that. Fuck that. You
Yeah,
can't
fuck
dig
all
anything.
that. I'm not trying to dig a moat, but if I had a backhoe, but then you're wasting precious diesel fuel that could run your generators. But at that point, it's like risk
It doesn't
reward.
matter.
Yeah,
Exactly.
need
You don't
a
want
moat.
somebody driving a diesel through your fences. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
got to have a moat. You got to have a moat.
Maybe even 2 of them.
3.
Why not?
No, there's no reason why not. Do it.
Well, I mean, you
Do
know,
it.
You got to energy versus food intake and whatnot, but all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but how long are you going to sit in Alcatraz there, boys?
Oh,
I mean-
Alcatraz would be the best place to go.
Fuck yeah. Well, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but
would be
Alcatraz,
good.
how long can you sit in Alcatraz?
Forever?
You need food.
Without zombies?
You need
What
food.
You're right there at the ocean. You grab a fishing pole. You got food for days.
What movie was it that the home base ended up being Alcatraz at the end? It was with Book of Eli. Book of Eli. That's where the fuck they went at the end of that.
There's no way
was
that you
Alcatraz.
guys could live in Alcatraz and see that fucking city 3.5 miles off that coast.
Oh, we'd have
You're-
to take trips in. I mean, I'm sure.
Oh, no. I'm saying to you right now, you're in there. You're in Alcatraz and you can't get out. That, to me, is worse than any fucking thing that I think I'd take my chances with the zombies.
Oh, well, have fun,
I mean,
pal.
like he said, I could fish. Yeah,
I'm taking a point from you on that one. You've gone non-logical.
All right, you fuckers. Taking a point off me. That's -1. All right, here. Boom. Jono or Ocho. All right, there you go.
So what about an EMP?
So, there, again, now we're talking back to Escape from L.A. That was the big deal at the end of that one. They were trying to get the little box. Do you remember what they sent Pliskin there for?
Yeah.
For the little code key for the EMPs.
But they went to get the president. Are you looking at the second one or the first one?
No, he was sent after the president's daughter, but that wasn't the real reason. That dude Cuervo Jones was his name. That he was like Colombian or whatever. Who he had that black box that had the little key code in it with the little disc. Remember?
This has to be the second one.
It was the second one. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no,
the first one was the president. You're
the
right.
first
Donald
one was
Pleasance.
the president. Yeah, they went to get him from the Duke of New York.
Right, Isaac Hayes, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Was it really?
I think so.
It was Duke of Edinburgh.
And I really think the whole fucking Octagon thing stemmed from that whole fucking movie. I think that was the beginning of Ox Baker. You had Ox Baker going up against Russell in that fucking movie in the Octagon.
That didn't work out too well for Ox. He got the old hammer into the back of the ball bat with the nails through.
Something was a horrible death there. Horrible death.
Horrible death.
Yeah. Hey.
All right.
What are we doing here? This is a great show.
I mean, that could be released over the atmosphere. I mean,
well, that's how they work. Didn't we talk about this recently on the show, or was it in our office? We were talking about EMPs.
In the office, we were.
So, how those work is they create up like a static field that impedes the flow of electrons. So, as we all know, electricity is just flowing electrons. So,
Can
if they
I
can't
have
flow,
the pop-up book version of this? Can you simplify
all right.
it more?
Imagine, okay, here's your copper wire for electricity, right?
I
It's
got
in the
it.
air here.
I got it, boy.
And what electricity actually is, you know what an atom is? It's got a nucleus and electrons that go around it.
Right.
So a wire is made up of just a bunch of atoms of copper right next to each other.
Okay.
What they do is they trade electrons. It bounces from one to the next to the next. That's how electricity
By touching
flows.
each other.
They
Okay.
touch and it gives they have a free electron and it moves on to the next one and so on. So whenever an EMP goes off, it creates a type of field that doesn't allow those electrons to freely flow like that. So then there can be no electric.
Really?
Yeah.
So it stops at one spot or from the original get-go?
What do you mean?
I mean, the flow, and it doesn't even matter.
It just flips it off. There's no flow anymore.
Wow.
Doesn't matter if it's DC, which is the flow in one direction, or AC, where it's back and forth.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's some crazy shit.
That would suck. How much of the Earth do you think would die in the first year? How much of the population? Because just without electricity, that means no industry for massive farming.
Quarter.
I bet more than 70%.
What do you think happens first?
There's no There's no
50.
food production.
I'm going 50.
There's no like shipping of all this food.
Well, what do you think happens next, though? Okay, electricity shuts off. What do you think they're going to attack each other?
People will eventually
Okay,
start.
so that would be the first stage.
There'll be new settlements
do
coming
you
up.
think martial law will be declared? How do you think the government will play that out, though, with no electricity?
How will they
shit's going
declare
down.
martial law?
Will they declare martial
How
law?
will they declare it and get the word out? Send out pigeons?
Ooh, carrier
I
pigeons.
really think, though, if there is no electricity, if none at all, then you will see these smaller countries that only rely on the Scud missile or anything like that, which would be a big factor against like America and all that, because
Yeah,
now
but there's no
you don't
electricity.
have
You
but
can't
you don't
have guidance.
No, but you don't have now. You don't have the drone capability. Everything is electricity. So now all you got is these guys.
Can't even
that
launch nukes.
No, you can't drop nukes. Now all you have
launch a bottle rocket.
are like Scud missiles that are from a gas tank fucking rockets that they got and ready. I really think that you will start seeing little countries start becoming a lot more big-time players if something like that ever went down with electricity being shut down.
Think so?
You can't use the F-35s. You can't use a lot of shit because
War is going to
everything.
go back to the way it was back in Alexander the Great times. You
Sticks
have your
and stones.
archers, you got your cavalry units on their horseback, you got your foot soldiers. That's what it's going to
Right.
be. You fight over, do I have enough resources in my land, or do I need to take your land and your resources?
Right.
And that's amazing you say that, because you know what? You might have something great on that, Biggie, because we come into this world as babies that barely can walk and all that, and we leave this fucking world the same concept of on the old age, we don't know what the fuck's going on, and we're barely walking again.
Well,
and,
hopefully we make it
and
that far.
wearing diapers again. So how you're talking, that could be the Earth's solution and how it was born and how it will end.
Could very well. Did you guys ever see Children of Men?
Yeah, a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Clive
I know
Owen?
the premise of the movie, but I don't, or the premise of the movie.
You know
but
that
I
one,
don't
Jono?
know
No.
That's somehow all the women in the world have become infertile. So there will be no next generation of people. So within the next 30, 40, 50 years, the last people that are alive now will be the last people. But
Oh, I wish
somehow,
that was around during college when I was around.
nobody
Fuck, I get
get
fucked
infertile.
all
huh?
I got.
Oh Lord! But in that movie, one woman is pregnant,
She becomes pregnant.
and he's
after-
got to figure out how to get it to the scientists. To nice spill there.
Yeah, it's not big though.
Nah, no big deal. Try to figure out how she got knocked up. It was a pretty good movie. I'd suggest that one. If you haven't seen it all the way through, check it out.
Yeah. I will. And we have our favorite site that you know what? Why not check it out there?
What site's www.theinternet.com.
the internet.
Yeah,
Did you guys see Wall-E?
No.
I watched the Wall-E. How did you not watch Wall-E?
That's
I
a
didn't
different type
watch
of
Wall-E.
doomsday there. Except it was one of those scenarios where we fuck the planet and abandon it.
Yeah.
So all Wall-E is this little bitty robot who was left behind, who every day, all day long, for thousands of years, he just picks up trash, compacts it into a square, and stacks it.
Really?
People themselves now, we've turned into more or less giant, fat, gelatinous people that float around on our little floating chairs all day long, watching TV. We have no intelligence. We have artificial intelligence basically keeping track of us and make sure everything's real nice for us. Oh, I can't wait. That makes me excited.
Fuck
Well,
that.
I think you ought to get your head taken off, too, in that Ted Williams place. I think 10,000 years later, you are what
It's like Futurama.
I think you would fit really well. Honest to God.
You ever watch
Biggie.
Futurama?
No.
Yes, I have.
In 1,000 years in the future, all the celebrities from these days exist in the future, but they're just heads inside of jars. They're alive and well, but
No, you
like the
would
president
be put
is
on
Richard
a body.
Nixon's head.
You would be put on a synthetic body back
Yeah, I don't need one.
10,000 years. You know what?
Synthetic body, real body. I still don't want to do much. I mean,
Regardless.
I
yeah.
would kind
It's
of
in my
like
head,
to have
not
a
my
bigger body. I mean, a better body. I
John,
really,
let me ask you this:
I'm gonna own what I got.
Is your laziness in your body or is it in your head?
I think it's more a part of being in my head because I think I could still get up and move around. And
You could
do
give me
whatever.
Michael Phelps's body, and I'm still not swimming a lap.
You're so fucking right. I'm
You know
not
what I
either.
mean? At that point, after you've had Michael Phelps's body for a month, it ain't Michael Phelps's body no more.
Oh no, it's back to being
It's
some
fucked.
horrible,
Yeah, and if you want to put me on a beach volleyball player's body, a hot chick, I'd be happy just kicking back with her body too.
The beach
Yeah,
volleyball.
I'll try to
videos.
remember that. If it comes down to it, I'll get you some nice 6'5" Nordic woman.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
Oh boy,
That's about it. That's all we got, eh?
no, we got more.
we got some more here.
I'm
man.
actually looking down like who was it
Did
here?
we
Somebody
go
in the
through
chat was
nuclear war?
talking about movie recommendations, so I looked up a list of all these great doomsday type movies. Like we didn't talk about the Resident Evil series at all.
I think I said Resident Evil 2. What about when? Oh, the birds. She catches all the birds.
Oh
on
yeah, that's
fire.
pretty cool. But that was the
Yeah,
worst part of
no.
those movies. I mean, come on.
Thanks for shitting on my dreams.
No, I just mean the mental power aspect of the Resident Evil just really was the worst part of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
She should have just been a badass with reflexes
right.
and yeah.
Exactly
The
my
mental
point.
thing
We
gets a
we
little
don't
far.
need you to have ESP, the Force, or whatever you want to call
Telekinesis,
it.
the Force. Yeah, she did have the fucking Force,
More or
didn't she?
less. Those movies got real silly too by part 5, 6, or 7.
I
Whenever
didn't
we're on
even
now.
watch those where they were bringing the old.
Everything's
people
by
back.
satellite. The last movie, all it was Mad Max again with zombies. It was a big they were posted up in this town that's all fucked up, and out on the horizon they know they've got one of the doctors from Umbrella Corp and his little army of zombies and tanks he's got coming right at him. That's basically it.
That's the whole movie.
Yeah, and then
Just
they
prepping
fight.
for
Alice
that.
fights him.
She
Alice wins. They oh no, Umbrella's got one more little secret though that the next movie is going to be based on.
Oh, what she's got?
They've
two
got one more
Alices.
base and they're under Raccoon City. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's just, come on.
It's one thing after another.
I think they went back. I think where we were at was Raccoon City in the last one. It was on top of it again, going back under to try to find again the
Same fucking.
try to find the other.
They're
vial
really
of it.
milking that one.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
They're milking the fuck out of that one.
Yeah. What are you gonna do though? It makes money. I'd do the same
I
thing.
mean, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'd make a fucking 17th Resident Evil.
Did you ever see the
Make
movie
money.
Sunshine?
Yeah, that was a great movie. Love that movie.
So what that was is where the sun had gone cold, more or less. It stopped burning.
It's yeah.
It's not a
It
sun
wasn't
anymore.
producing the nuclear reaction that it needed to. Was what was it?
Right, so it wasn't giving us the energy it needed to keep our planet warm. So we sent a group of, actually this is the second ship we sent,
Yeah.
a ship of astronauts and scientists out to try to reignite the sun.
Oh
They
my
had a,
god!
Yeah, they had
you
a big,
guys
huge
seen
nuclear
this?
warhead.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
good.
was a good movie.
How the fuck is this good?
Oh, it was
It
good.
sounds so douchebaggy.
Oh, watch it, because it's not just about it's about the relationships between the people on the spaceship as they're trying to get there.
They're screwing up there.
Well, no, the one guy goes nuts.
Yeah, it's just,
I would go nuts if you sent me to fucking regenerate the sun. Yes.
Okay, so then he's right on par for the course. Because that guy goes fucking nuts.
The guy goes nuts. Yeah, fuck yeah. How do you regenerate the sun?
I think they're planning
Shoot a big nuke in it.
Yeah, shoot a bunch of nukes in it. So apparently the sun works just like the core of the planet in The Core. Another one of my favorite post-apocalyptic movies. Actually, a favorite of the show. We used to.
Yeah, we love The Core.
You ever see The Core with Aaron Eckhart?
No.
Oh,
So-
very good movie.
You gotta watch The Core. So we were doing these experiments to try to create targeted earthquakes. It was a secret government program. They created this big ass magnet to try to create targeted earthquakes anywhere they wanted on the planet.
I see.
They fucked up, stopped the core of the Earth from spinning. So you know how we have a core of the Earth, it spins.
Molten metal, basically.
It creates.
What if the world's flat? Like the guy with the rocket, you won't have to worry about it.
That's true. But the purpose of the core of the Earth, one of the side effects of its spin is it creates a magnetic field around our planet.
And plus, you get sun, you get moon, and all that shit.
It has nothing to do with it. You're killing me.
okay,
You're
good.
killing me,
Yeah,
Smalls.
all right, whatever.
So this field keeps all these rays from the sun from wiping us out. So without this magnetic field, when the core stops spinning, we're going to get barbecued from the sun, long story short. So we create this crazy ship to go do a journey to the center of the Earth style trip to go down and release a bunch of nukes in the center of the Earth and get the core spinning again.
Wow.
It was beautiful.
I'll
a
be
great
monkey's
concept.
ass.
I give it like a fucking 9 out of 10.
Oh, it was a very good movie.
You'll love it.
I think I'm still at that whole sun thing. Now, if they shoot this nuclear missile at the sun, don't you think the sun would have just enough fucking heat to explode this fucking nuclear bomb before it even hits the fucking...
Well, that was the thing. The sun had like almost gone out. It's
It was
real.
close to going out.
You know, it's still going, but
It's still going,
you
but
think they would have thought of that though? You know, encase it in like cobalt or something like that has a super high melting temperature.
Right.
I don't know, graphite, whatever
New
you
element,
use.
some new element.
so they thought of that.
I'm sure they did. I mean, they're scientists. Scientists think of
I
everything.
got you.
Applied.
I got you.
Fucking movie.
Fucking movie.
Don't fucking shit on my movie I like.
Did you see The Mist? That was a Stephen King movie.
The Mist was good.
I did.
Thomas Jade, right?
Jane, yeah.
Jane? Yeah, Jane. Okay.
It had one of the most fucked up endings.
The ending
ever.
of that movie was fucked.
You remember?
No, I'm thinking The Fog.
No, The Mist was the one where it takes place again in like some Maine town. These people are in this small town and this fog rolls in, just like you thought of fog.
Right, that's the movie Fog.
I'm
The
sure
fog.
there's been 100 movies about that. But in this one, there's these crazy monsters out in the fog. It takes place mostly inside of a grocery store. All these people sitting in this grocery store. They know that they go outside. There's
I
these,
seen it, and
It's
I
fucking
loved
good.
it.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love that
great
one.
movie. Great
I don't want to
movie.
spoil the ending, but if you have not seen The Mist, if for whatever reason you were not into it, check it out. It's totally worth watching.
Yeah, The
It was done by Frank Darabont, which he's the guy that did Shawshank Redemption. He started The Walking Dead. Like a shit ton of the people from the first couple seasons of The Walking Dead are in that movie.
Really?
So it was pretty good.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it had Andrea, Dale, a couple of the other ones.
Dale Denton?
No, not Dale Denton.
God, I want to see that one chick get piped one time
Oh my God,
in that Walking Dead. That model from Australia,
I don't know her.
I have no clue who you're talking about.
the one that was married to the Asian guy.
Oh, she's from Australia?
She's from
Maggie?
Australia. Yeah.
I don't know that.
They all sound. You think they're all from Georgia and shit like that during?
Oh, I knew the guy that
show,
plays
and
Rick
then
is from Britain.
Also, I needed another cup of tea.
Another shrimp on the
you
barbie,
gotta be-
mate.
What the fuck happened to my Rick?
Oh man, yeah, it is kind of disconcerting whenever Rick goes from Carl to
Yeah.
hello. I'd like to have a little tea.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Hello,
Thank
mate.
you. I thought I was the only fucker that thought
There's
about
these
you.
fucking zombies and they tried to kill my kid.
Hello,
It's nuts.
mate.
I went Australian there, not a,
Yeah.
Damn it.
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
This is annoying.
You sold me. Hey, which all did we cover here?
We've gone over a lot of it.
Biological, we covered that, right?
Only one we got left's nukes. Nuclear war, man. You got to be under 36 inches of dirt. Stop
Is that what
the
it takes?
radiation.
That's all it takes.
3
is 36.
feet.
That's it.
3
that's
feet of
easy.
dirt is a lot.
I mean, that's a lot, but it ain't that much. I'm thinking
You're
you
going to
got to.
survive for
I-
months under. You can't just dig yourself a 3-foot hole. You've got to
Well,
have
no,
a spot.
like
that's
if you
3
see,
feet
oh, here
under
comes the
dirt.
nuke, I'm going to dig down like a goddamn gopher. That ain't happening. But,
No.
Yeah, you get your.
but I would figure you had to be 20, 30,
you weld
40
your
feet.
shipping crates together. You bury them. You need
Or
3 feet.
buses, whatever.
Whatever. 3 feet minimum of dirt on top of you.
I'd like to have concrete.
but you know what, fellas? I seen that where you got to build a bunker and shit like that, a bomb-proof. But fucking even the cans got expiration date. What the fuck can you eat? Because
Well, you're gonna have to grow food.
I found
hunt.
cans.
Yeah, tomatoes and shit. You have to start farming, man.
You never
gotta start
had a
hunting.
garden before?
How can you garden when it's all radioactive shit out there?
That's fair.
It's all radioactive. It'll still grow. It'll just have radiation in it.
Dude, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die, but you want to die next week of starvation or in 3 years from cancer from the radiation? I'll take the 3 years.
You know
I'll
what?
take the 3 years
No,
cancer.
I think I don't want that whole painful tumor this, tumor that.
Nah,
you know
tumor
what? If
me
you're gonna
up.
take me out right there, man.
I will
Because that
die
was
3 years
instant
from
death.
now with a bullet in my brain with a full belly
Full belly.
than right now because I don't want to eat these radiation tomatoes.
Yep, full ass.
So all you're gonna
I don't even
do
like
is fucking
tomatoes.
eat
No,
fucking
tomatoes suck.
vegetables?
No, you're gonna eat
fucking eat a squirrel.
radioactive deer. You'll eat
Dogs.
radioactive fish.
Rats.
Yeah, cats.
I don't care if it's
I'll
an
eat.
animal.
I'll eat anything if it's an animal.
Cockroaches.
Yeah. I can barbecue like a motherfucker.
They say that's the only thing that'll survive.
I wonder if that's true.
Cockroaches.
cockroaches.
They say the cockroaches will always fucking survive.
That's insane.
I don't know if that's possible.
Well,
The sheer heat alone should just vaporize them.
I don't know what it is.
I've seen a cockroach in a microwave and it was not affected.
You put a
Well, they
cockroach.
would
I
survive
didn't.
it.
We were younger. We were fucking way poor, dude.
Yeah.
We had roaches. I can tell you 100 different stories about the behavior and lifestyle of a roach. But let's just say I've seen a roach in a microwave before and it seemed fine. I just walked around in there like nothing was happening
While it was
While it was cooking.
while it was cooking.
You're fucking kidding
Not
me.
kidding a little bit. But I'll tell you this.
true story.
You know what
So
a kerosene
then
heater
that,
is?
that proves my point.
You know what a kerosene heater is, though?
Yeah.
Cockroach can't handle being on top of one of those. Burns their little legs right off.
right off.
So
You witnessed this too?
Well, I'm sure I've seen the same things.
Oh, right on.
trust me, we had a weird childhood growing
Yeah.
up poor. All right, bugs were our toys.
Oh my
We were
God.
heated with
That
burning
was-
oil.
That was your pets.
Yeah,
Like
Fucking
Joe's
roaches.
apartment. No.
it was Joe's apartment.
All
Let's
right.
talk prepping. Like you were saying, you needed 3 feet of dirt
Yeah,
to be
you have
under.
3 feet of
I would
dirt
think
above you in
more.
order to
Are you
survive from the
sure?
radiation. Yeah. Yes, sir.
3 feet.
Yeah, and you want
You know
5-gallon
me.
buckets.
I would
of
go 5
beans,
feet.
rice. Oh no, yeah, totally should go deeper. But I'm saying they say that's the minimum that you'll.
Are you even going to bother to prepping for nuclear war? Would you even ever bother paying for a nuclear shelter? Like, do you think it's a possibility so much that you would spend the time and resources to build your own fallout shelter on your property?
Yeah, if it could save you. What other better way is there
I'm
to
talking
spend
about
that
in
money?
reality as it is now. Is that something that is ever on your forecast to spend money on?
What do you mean? How pertinent is the threat of nuclear war right
Yeah,
now?
like in your life, are you
Right
at
now, it
all
might not
afraid
be.
enough? Do you ever see it to be in a point where nuclear war is the fear you have enough to where you're going to spend that much money on?
Right
preparing?
now, no, but it doesn't mean that Trump couldn't say something to fucking Putin and him and China could align and there could tensions and he's got a fucking ego. You just don't know how shit could go.
That's fair.
So right now, it might not be a super threat, but think about in the 80s, man. We had the Cold War going. Everyone was thought we were going to get nuked.
Yeah, but
And all it
60s
takes
too.
is for Putin to be in a bad mood when Trump says some bullshit and we could fucking be right back there.
fuck Putin. How about him attacking the North Korean?
North Korea,
fucking
yeah.
president calling him a little this, little that.
Yeah,
and
short and fat's what he called it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, that shit would really get on my nerves because I got the North Koreans that think I'm a god. And if they get this fucking news out to them that I've been called short and fat or whatever, I mean, you're offending their god. It's almost like I have to fucking strike.
Oh, yeah.
And just so I get respect back from my people. It's like the whole mob thing. If you take a shot at one of the made guys, I mean, now you're really that made guy has to make a fucking move. Has to show his fucking people that I'm still the boss here. So you know what? When he does that, it's really putting us in a bad spot with this fucking idiot.
Yeah, because he's unstable. It's because the North Korea, Kim Jong-un's unstable, you know.
No,
They're
no,
talking about Trump. They're both
I'm
pretty
talking
much
about
the same.
Trump.
Both
I'm
of
talking
them.
about
He's
Trump.
unstable,
You,
too.
you just can't fucking do that and keep calling them names because he's going to go, oh, well, fuck, I got the public now hearing that I'm this and I'm that. They think I'm God. They worship the fucking guy.
Yeah, but even still, we piss them off. What are they going to do? North
well,
Korea,
they
have
got
trouble getting
firecrackers,
food.
too.
Yeah. No,
Well,
Kim Jong-un.
No,
though.
eventually, yeah. Kim Jong Un and his goon squad, his government will
His
probably
regime.
figure out how to shoot a rocket more than 30 feet across the field. But
if
by that
they
point,
can get to California, I think.
fuck, they get to Hawaii.
Well, they don't care about Hawaii. They want to get to the mainland.
I bet they take Hawaii.
They would if they could.
I bet they take Japan.
They would if they could.
Oh, Japan is like a fuck.
Hop, skip,
You
and
guys
jump
just
away.
don't know how fucked you are if you're in Japan, because that would be one of the first places they hit. Or I would totally bypass fucking Japan.
They probably figure, you know what? They've taken them before.
yeah.
Let's just give them a couple more. Mm-hmm. These people know how to build a good, nuclear Holocaust museum.
Yeah.
Bounce right back.
No, but I don't think we should fuck with that guy that much.
What would you do about him? If you were in charge, what would you do? What is your policy for these rogue states, such as North Korea or Iran? Or
Simply that you just can't do what you've done recently. I think you have to do what you've done in the past, and that is fucking just diplomacy and put sanctions on him and hope to God one of these days he dies.
What if the guy comes back at you and he starts talking like, you're not going to put no sanctions on me. I'm not doing what you want. I do what I want. This is me. This is my country. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm going to have nuclear weapons and I'm going to test them. What are you going to do about it?
And on top of that, I'm going to just murder some of my people.
Yeah, and here you go. You talking shit to me. I just murdered a couple of my people.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
And that's because at that point,
How do you deal with that, John?
how do you deal with that?
Fuck. It's definitely a fear factor for any citizen to fucking do anything that he wants
No,
to
I'm
do.
saying if you're in charge and you're trying to deal with this and you try to go diplomacy and you just spat in your face over diplomacy. How
I don't
do you
give a
deal with it
fuck.
now?
I'll make up some wording, and I will not care until something has been launched on me. But I'm not going to keep stirring shit up with a guy that already says to you, I'm making this for you. He's with Iran, with other countries, it's totally different. They'll say, I'm not really doing it. I'm doing electricity. But this guy is saying to you right from the get-go,
Right.
I'm making this for you.
Right.
So I can shove this up your ass 10 years, 10 days, 10 weeks, whatever.
I think we have the intelligence capabilities through the CIA and satellites and all that bullshit that as soon as we actually think this guy's a threat, we'll do something.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
What would you do
they
if you
say
started
we could
keeping
see
like
everything.
every American that was in North Korea, and he was just like, "You guys can't go home now. You work in labor."
He tries
camps
that,
for
more or
us."
less.
You know what, though? In all fairness, we've got with this country, we got the whole NRA thing, and who do they want to win in this election? They didn't want Trump.
Who?
The weapon makers. They wanted Hillary Clinton to
Yeah, 'cause
win
she'd have took us to war.
because then they hit the store and they buy all these weapons and stuff. Now, when a Republican wins, they're not going to buy the fucking weapon. My point is, this country needs a North Korea. This country, like you said,
War sells, man.
They can.
You
can
need a
probably-
bad guy.
You need a bad guy. This world needs a bad guy. We had bad guys before, and we built it to the point to where we said, "Oh, you know what? They got oil there too." By the way, let's go take that.
I tell you who was the bad guy de jour a couple of years ago was that Ahmadinejad over there in Iran, but you never fucking hear about those guys anymore.
No, we must have struck a deal with them or something.
We must have, because you never hear shit about Iran.
I think with Iran, it's a diplomatic type of country, though. If we're looking at it we're looking at all these Middle Eastern countries, Saudi Arabia, big badasses. I think Iran's more of a country to where they want to be a little westernized, just like Syria.
Right.
I think Syria is the same way, too. And it offends the bad fucking Muslims that are like, you know what, that's not being a Muslim, and we are friends with America, and we are declaring war on you.
Yeah, that could be, man.
Anyone that wants to be, let's say, not part of the game plan over in that area, I think you get screwed.
Works for me. Get with the program is basically what you're saying, right?
Oh yeah.
The program. If you're not with the program, you are going to be an outcast, and that could lead to invasion.
Let me ask you this, John. Say the Doomsday's tomorrow. Everybody you know is gone. There's nobody that you'll likely see for months. Mm-hmm. Will you live?
Could you make it on your own?
Past a month, obviously you're going to be able to loot what you need to survive for maybe a month before you're out of good food options.
I'll be honest with you, and you know what? Now I'm really fucking being serious. But if I lose my kids or anything like that, I have no fucking point to fucking go plant my cucumber and go plant a tomato and shit like that. I wouldn't give a fuck. I would sit there and I'd go to the liquor store. I'd go to fucking some wine and liquor store and grab as much.
Welcome the end of the world.
And just drink till I die. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
anymore.
fine. Let me rephrase my question. Then you have your family. Will you
Now-
be able to
now
keep
we're
them
fighting.
and you alive?
Nah,
There's nobody else in the world that you know of except for you and your family.
I gotta make
Can you
things
keep them
happen.
alive?
I'm gonna make every possible
I know
way.
you're saying it, but are you like right now? Do you have a way you could
keep
get water?
them alive? Do you have a gun? Do you have a way to get water?
Do you know how to filter water?
I know, but I'm gonna hit every fucking first manufactured grocery stores, whatever, to get everything.
That'll
I
do you
can.
for the first month or so.
Well, that's my blueprint though. That's the very first thing I do is grab as much bottle shit as I can afterwards and live off of that while looking at maybe going down for a well. He said 36 inches. I'm gonna dig a lot lower than that to get water. So I'm gonna fucking find a well place and I'm gonna try to get my own spring
I'm
water
glad you brought
somewhere.
that up. That's one of my favorite things to do on the internet is watch like these survival videos, like where people will dig their own wells or figure out how to filter the water, build a hut, learn how to make all kinds of technology. There's a channel on YouTube, check it out sometime, called Primitive Technology. It's this old boy from like fucking Georgia or something like that. All of his videos are like 10 to 15 minutes long. It's just him. This week I'm going to build a grass hut. This week I'm going to show you how to build a fucking smelter for making your own metal. And he makes metal from rocks he finds.
What's the name of the channel?
Primitive Technology.
Primitive
Trust me, you'll love it.
Technology.
One week he shows you how to make like your own bow and arrow type sling. The guy is great. He'll show you how to plant sweet potatoes, how to make clay pots. He never says one fucking word either. So you don't got to listen to some asshole. He's got captions on
Subtitles on there.
Yeah, little subtitles that
Nice.
explain what he's doing. But it's just 15 minutes of this guy doing some little project. He only has a pair of shorts on, barefoot, out in the woods.
Is that the guy that makes the mud clay fucking
that's
house?
him.
Dude, that was such a. He had the little burner and dude.
Yeah, he's crazy good.
Dude. That
Check
was
that out.
Dude. That was good shit. Have you seen
Listeners
that,
of
Jono?
Surreal Talk, check out Primitive
Have you
Technology.
seen that video where that guy does that? He fucking makes these mud pies, pats them out, these fucking cakes and these blocks
Bricks,
and
yeah.
bakes them and makes a fucking whole entire home out of these fucking mud bricks that he's baked and made hard. And I mean, it's
That's the same guy,
sheer
probably.
fucking. It is. It's the same. He just said the same guy. Sheer fucking genius, dude.
Well, there's another guy, too, that they drop off in the fucking middle of the wilderness, and he's eating, like, fucking raccoons. He's eating...
Oh, you talking about Bear Grylls?
No, I'm talking about that fucking British Special Forces.
Bear Grylls.
Is that
That's
him?
his name.
Okay.
Yeah, Bear Grylls.
I thought his name's Bear?
His name's Bear Grylls. Yeah.
I thought that was a fucking
Ex-British Special
American
Forces.
native
Yeah, he's
that
like
you
a
were talking about.
survival expert.
Yeah. And can
Bear
you
Grylls.
see the guy doing the camera? Fuck, I can't believe he's eating
Bear
a
Grylls is
fucking
full of shit,
possum.
though. All of his things are presented fake, just set up scenarios.
Yeah, it's there.
If you want to watch a good survival show, watch Survival Man with
Les
Stretch
Stroud. Yeah, we really like Les Stroud here.
That guy does
Les
good
Stroud's
stuff.
good.
I
He
watched
does
that
his
too.
own- he does his own camera work. He could die. Les Stroud could die. Okay, because he gets dropped off in the middle of the Arctic with his camera, his backpack, and he has to survive for 7 days
Without
Now,
anyone,
Nobody's
he
with
can't
him.
make a
He
word,
can't-
and
no,
they come in
nobody's
and get
with
him.
No. He doesn't have a camera crew and people to watch his back to make sure he doesn't get attacked by a fucking bear. None of that. Les Stroud goes out into the
Yeah,
wilderness.
and what's funny is he has to like he'll have to go set up his camera and then walk back just to film himself coming through an area. Like he knows he's got to get the footage, so he'll have to make a hike 2 or 3 times. Once to set up the camera, once to walk back through, and another time to go up and get the fucking camera again.
Yeah, I mean, dude's the man. Les Stroud's legit as fuck.
Yeah, you should watch that. What was the other one that was pretty good? Dual Survival.
Dual Survival. That's
with
now and
Cody Lundeen.
Naked and Afraid.
Nah, I've not seen that one.
That's where they're naked and they have to survive 30 days on the island naked.
Yeah, that don't sound like any
A
fun.
dude and a chick. No, nothing.
I watch that all the time. Naked and Afraid.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And
Is it actually worth watching though?
I swear to
Yeah,
God,
it's
it
not
is.
bad.
You'll definitely love it. That's my favorite fucking show because you know what? You get past the chicks being naked.
Yeah, it's not about that.
Yeah,
Well, then why is it naked and afraid? That literally the first word
Because
of the
that's
title
the
is
catch.
Because
That's how they get
man
you in.
started.
That's how they
world.
get you in. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they're supposed to be super primitive. No clothes. Do everything you can do. Like you don't even get the luxury of having the clothes on your back. Like you're naked and afraid.
Yeah, definitely. I got to give you another one, Eric. That was a good one.
No.
Yes.
Take it back.
Boy, this is no wonder this is going like 50-50 with you guys on your site. What is it now? What's the percentile?
What's the poll? I don't know. You got it up or no?
Yeah, you're beating me by 7.
by 7.
It's like 187 to like 180, something like
I
that.
could see that. You both
It goes
you guys
back
are-
and forth. It goes
Yeah.
back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Hey, no,
Sometimes
yeah.
he'll win. Sometimes
I'm the
I'll
piece of shit this week. Next week it'll be him.
win. It will be me.
It's real fickle. Real fickle thing, that poll.
Well,
Now, that's a fun thing to do, though. Just get on YouTube sometime and type in something stupid like how to dig a well. And it's a lot easier than you think. I've seen people use PVC.
that's why I said it. You got to dig a well.
People I've seen use PVC to the point where they cut like a 6-inch piece of PVC and cut like just a chamfer on it to where it's angled.
45?
Stab it in the ground, turn it. Pull it back out, drop that dirt out. Stab it in again. And then they use a coupler and just add it down again and just shake that fucker down in there, pull it out, just keep jabbing it in there until they get all the way down the water, and then they drop a pump in there. And
That's it, huh?
it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
I have a pretty good feeling that if the shit happened tomorrow, I would be able to live no problem.
Yeah, but it's the work that's involved in shoving a piece of PVC pipe 45 foot down into the ground.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
Now, you know what? You got to find all that
What
shit.
if you burn your shoulder out the first day and tear your fucking rope?
That'd be a bummer. You have to be careful about that. Obviously, you don't want that.
No, you don't want injuries. There's no surgeries in the apocalypse.
That's for sure.
Lauren on the chat says, when I make love, my wife is always naked and afraid of me nude. Good to know, Lauren.
Fair.
Well, I tell you what, that's the same with me. I have to
Anytime I
turn the
make
lights
love,
off.
my wife's never in the room. It's usually just me. Just kidding, Ape. She's here watching right now. She's going to kill me for that one. But
Yeah, I can't believe you said that.
she knows I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
She knows I'm kidding.
Everett's cray cray.
All right, you guys got anything else you want to talk about on Doomsday today?
No, I'm good there.
I had a good time talking about it. I hope if the apocalypse happens, you guys get paired up with me so you don't die.
Oh yeah, I've got a will to
Jono,
survive.
I honestly feel like you're going to be fucked if the apocalypse happens. No
Yeah,
offense,
what?
buddy.
Don't fucking eat me, man. Let me die first and then eat me, okay? Don't fucking. I'm
Don't
not a
kill you to eat
buffet and all that shit. Well, wait till I fucking die. But if I die of disease, then you're fucked because my
No, if you
meat's
die
all
of disease,
shitty.
yeah, we'll
If you
give
die
you
of
a
disease, I'm
bear.
still going to eat you. I'll cook you. Cooking kills disease. For
All
the most
disease?
part.
You're
I'm
gonna
going
eat
to take that
me,
risk.
Fuck, I'm gonna
cooking kill,
I,
like-
I want to get away from both.
This
you
is going to
fucks.
sound weird, but I've always wanted to try
Yeah,
bacon.
you
You're
made.
lose a
making a
point
point.
for that.
I've always wanted to try bacon made from a human. So you might be my first human bacon.
So what's the score today? Jono's got us
Fuck.
down. What's the score?
Unbelievable. He opened his mouth on the last fucking minute of this show, and it became a 5-5 tie.
Listen to that.
Unbelievable. And I've been really scientific about this, and that's what this show's all about here, folks. That these two put on a great clinic. I love listening to your show.
Oh yeah. Sometimes we just bullshit around and talk, but yeah, it is what it
Yeah.
is. It's a
Kind
good
of our
show.
thing.
I bet I pissed some people off today, though.
Probably.
I mean,
be all
fuck.
right.
Every time we have a guest on where we get, bad and good mail, we've had, when you were on last time, we had a lot of good feedback. So this time it'll probably be a lot of bad. Who knows?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, like I told
It's
you, a lot
cyclical.
of people were like, "Oh, I love him. We're hooked on
Wow,
Ocho
well,
Man
fucking
show."
A,
now."
I like being on this show, too.
Got an
Well, let's
email
do some
about
outro here. Ocho Man, of course, is on Ocho Man Behind the 8 Ball. You can find him at behindthe8ball.com, ochoman.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitters, and all that crap. Just search Ocho Man. There's only one fucking Ocho Man out there.
Eva.
And we got him.
That's right, and I'm here.
And we got him. So check out his show. What would you say your show is about, Behind the 8 Ball?
I say is what we talked about today, and throw in a chick piercing her clitoris, and I think
You guys talk about that in the show today?
no, but that's what we do. I mean, that's what our show's about. What we just talked about today, and then
anything.
It's about doomsday
What-
and clitoral piercings.
What
I am subscribing.
whatever whatever fuck gets in our head, we roll with it, and it's a fun show.
Oh, it's a great
No
time.
holds barred,
No,
pretty
yeah,
much on the
it's
Ocho.
free,
No holds barred.
forum, man. An open topic, no subject. We just talk. We just have a
Right.
conversation. Have a
Well,
good
if you
time.
guys are looking for some crazy cool, you never know what you're going to talk about stuff, check out ochoman.com and Make it happen.
He always
I
is like,
appreciate
"Hola muchachos."
That's my signature line.
what I
Search
say,
Ocho Man on YouTube, and you'll find a litany of great videos.
Yeah.
That me and Oach used to produce way back when.
Yeah, you were my cameraman, my producer, you
Director.
did it all. Director,
Half writer, depending on the day.
half writer. When I said, "What do you think?" and he'd say,
It's pronounced Rio Garslaso.
"Yeah, there you go."
We used to do all the
Remember that,
videos
huh?
for the gambling site we used to do, and we'd talk about all these soccer teams or football teams with all these weird
Football.
names. What were some of the crazy football teams from down there in like Peru or
Real.
Real Madrid, Real Garslaso?
No, not Real Madrid.
That's-
it was
that's over there.
Alameda, or what's their big city in Peru?
Fucking Lima.
Lima. I was saying alumni. Yeah, Real Alumna or
What was some of the Mexican league ones? Fuck, it's been so long, dude. It's
Yeah,
been like
I
3
haven't done
years.
that in a while.
Yeah,
I'm only
but
embarrassing.
I'm
to
getting on
piss
YouTube
off
tonight
the-
and watching some good Ocho Man videos. I'll tell you that.
Hey, and if you guys are out there, why don't you guys watching the some and then report back to Big E here on what you guys like.
What was your favorite worst of our videos of the Ocho Man? Check that out. But for Surreal Talk, you can check us out, surrealtalkpodcast.com. If you have any comments about the show, you can email us at info@surrealtalkpodcast.com.
Catch us on Twitter at twitter.com/Surreal Talk Show. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Surreal Talk Podcast. Please leave a review on iTunes. Leave a review on Facebook. We're on facebook.com.
We've hit 146 reviews now as of this morning on
Really?
iTunes.
Yeah, so leave a review on iTunes. Leave a review on Facebook. We
About a
also have a
4.3.
Patreon if you feel the need to
Ooh, the
help us
Patreon.
out even more.
Patreon.com/Surreal Talk. If you haven't heard us talk about it before, Patreon is our voluntary subscription service where you can give us $1 to $1 billion a month.
$1 billion. No way.
$1 billion a month you can give to us. And we get paid out every first of every month. We get a little something. The first time we took out any of the money, we used it to throw a little event. It didn't really work out how we wanted, but we did get a commercial out of it.
We did get a commercial out of it.
You did it for the show, though. That's the big thing about it. You guys didn't pocket it or anything.
No, we didn't pocket it. We
you
put it
guys
back
put
into
it back
the
in the show, and
Yeah.
that's what these two are all about.
Yeah, man, we love it.
It was pretty cool. I'll play after we close out here. I'll play the commercial again for the stream if nobody's seen it. That way.
Heard. Yeah, the commercial's good.
All right, well that's it for Doomsday this week. I'm not sure what next week's topic is going to be.
Not sure yet, no.
But I
Should
don't
be
know.
good.
Should be good. All right, catch you guys next time.
Later, alligator.
Take care, guys.
Stream's still live.
Stream is still live.
Stream is still live. I'm going to play the commercial real quick.
All right, play it. Have you seen our commercial, Ocho?
No, but I have to roll, so let's.
You're listening to Surreal Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal.
Something's not right, man. Something's bullshit here, and I don't believe it.
Honestly, this crazy shit could be completely possible.
You think you know the whole story? Think again. It's not on you.
You're listening to Surreal Talk, a look inside
I've seen this. This was good.
conspiracies and the paranormal.
Something's not right, man. Something's bullshit here, and I don't believe it.
Honestly, this crazy shit could be completely possible.
You think you know the whole story? Think again.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
No, not bad. Fucking great.
Oh shit, we're not doing Hangout this week. If anybody was looking around for
No
Hangout,
Google Hangouts.
we didn't get prepared for that this week. Please, if you guys want to though, show up next week. Right after the show, we're going to do the Google Hangouts thing again. We've only had like 2 people show up, so it's been kind of a letdown so far. Get out there, our people, and come hang out with us. We'll talk about whatever you want. We're usually there for 15, 20 minutes. We'd stay there longer if there were more of you.
Totes my goats.
Who's Totes My Goats?
Oh.
Please, wake up.
Please.
All right.
So that's it. We're out of here, though, guys. Take your sleazy.
See you guys next time.
You need your pen back, John?
Nope, I'm leaving it
I
for
will.
our guys here.
Oh, here. Well, I will leave it right in here.